anyone remember what happened like last session? Where you guys are at?
Yes.
Okay.
Not even a lie. Who knew? Jirak beat the shit out of a dragon orc,
Hoorah.
and then his dad fucks him over by stabbing him through the back. Great fun.
Didn't mean to. It was an accident. He tripped.
Yeah. We found everyone else. I got the stuff out of the box. And then we went through a barrier after finding an army that were completely unhelpful as to finding a way out. We lost Clarence in there because there was only 4 people that could go through. I think we managed to cheat the system so Kega could come through. And now Clarence is RIP. S in chat. And then we found ourselves in a demi-plane. Lana had a breakdown. Jirak collapsed on top of Kega asleep. And I think we're going towards the tavern called the Downward Spiral, which is a completeness and mood, to be quite honest.
Cool. Yeah. So you found yourself in this weird plane of existence that was almost like a beautiful farm meadow kind of expanse, and you couldn't see any hills or mountains or any kind of landmarks at all that would give you any kind of idea of where you are. Nothing looked familiar, and the only thing that stood out was a singular tavern in the middle of the expanse. As you guys travelled through the gate to get here, you began to head towards the tavern. However, for the distance that it was and how far away you were from it, and when you began to travel towards it, the time it took to get there didn't mathematically equate to the distance that it was away from you. Like you traveled faster, or it seemed that every step you took towards it came closer. It was hard to work out exactly like the science of what happened or how it happened, but you ended up near the door of this tavern named the Downward Spiral. The description was it's an L-shaped looking tavern building with a well outside. There were 3 windows on the upstairs and 3 windows and a door on the lower floor, and outside was a well. The one thing to also note, Kaplana, you don't recall changing back into humanoid form, but you are humanoid form.
Okay.
And Jirak and Summer, as you kind of like recall to your familiars, your animals, they're not there. But what you do have is each of you seem to have like a trinket necklace chain. It's quite large. It's about as big as your palm, and it is in the shape of your familiars.
Wait, so do I have one that's like Kega shaped?
You literally have like a mountain lion trinket style necklace around.
Does Kega have a me necklace?
No.
Shame.
Kega
there is no
there
Kega.
as far as
Kega's not there. Oh, sorry, that flew right over that. I'm trying to find a like music for a tavern. Fuck. Well,
I'm
do I
assuming.
notice like when Kega disappears? Is it like just a puff of smoke?
No. You don't recall. As soon as you come through here, you were so preoccupied with the expanse and what was going on and moving towards that destination that that kind of thought process just was gone from your mind. You didn't think to look for Kega, or in Summer's case, Eben, until you got to this tavern and thought, right, is everyone here? Are we safe? Are we in one piece? And you're like, wait, and you don't go, wait, where's Kega or where's Eben? You go, wait, what's this weight I can feel around my neck? And you look down, and then you see like these, essentially like almost a sigil type trinket looking thing around your neck of Kega, and for you, Summer, of Eben.
Can I do like a vibe check?
Sure.
Like, I just want to get an idea of what the like. Is it, like there's, you can't see more than 30 feet away because of the mist, like Silent Hill styley, or
Yeah, you can try and
sure thing. Insight, I guess, is the
yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah.
probably as close as you could get.
yeah. Unfortunately, vibe isn't a skill in in 5th edition, at least. God, I'm scrolled all the way up. Oh shit!
There
25.
is definitely something strange about this expanse.
I'm gonna put creepy music on then.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely something off. But that being said, this is probably the first time that you've ever been in essentially a pocket dimension like this, at least.
Oh fuck! It is creepy as well, isn't it? Oh my god! Oh, I was scared of myself. Oh god.
It was 1975. Jirak was stood outside the tavern. Nothing seems like it should.
Western, a city on the move. Okay, right. So I guess I'm gonna like hold the necklace up to my ear and like tap on it and be like,
Yep.
Kega?
You hear her.
What the fuck? I didn't expect that to work. I'm gonna look around and see all the other necklaces and stuff and be like,
No one else other than Summer is wearing a necklace like yours.
yeah. But like the other necklace then is like, okay, it's not just Kega. There's
Yeah.
if she's anywhere, hopefully she's with Eben or something. So how far away are we roughly from this incredibly
You are
ominous
literally within hand reach of the door handle.
Oh, bugger this. Are we going in or not?
Before we go in, can I all my stuff? And I think you.
Yes, we should do that. We should
Yeah.
get everything.
I'm giving everyone their stuff back. I've picked up everything, so I'm assuming that you've got it.
Yay, my candles.
Wait. Please tell me that my money's all there.
Everything that you guys had previously seems to be accounted for.
Is there like loads more money as well?
Nope.
Fuck.
God damn it. Right, never mind. Cool.
How many spells do I want to say? I'm literally I'm dripped out. Fuck. Okay.
Oh yeah, you are yeah, you're a little tired.
Yeah, I'm running on fumes a little bit at the moment.
Before we go in, who needs healing?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a perception check at the door if that's all right. To like, do I hear anything?
You hear kind of movement from within, very subtle kind of voices. You can't distinguish like language or words, but there's definitely something going on inside.
Okay, so there is noise. That's
okay, noise.
There's even like a slight hint. You can hear a very low kind of like wind instrument sounding kind of music coming from inside.
A flute, you say?
Do you say this to the group?
Yeah, I'll like sort of. I've got my ear up to the door and I look back at everyone. I'm like, I mouth like I hear something. I tap my ear, do like some very complex hand signals.
Okay, so if this is what I think it is, a pocket dimension, then whoever created this is powerful, very, very powerful. So I don't know whether we should. I would try and say let's make friends rather than enemies.
I'll keep
Yeah.
quiet then. Cool.
Loud and clear, boss.
Cool. Anyone need healing just in case?
I would quite like. I'm at 13 out of 93 hit points.
I'm gonna hit you with a. Yeah, that's fine. Where's my cure wounds? There it is. Have a level 3. Why not?
Thank you very much.
Oh, there's a new button next to my spells.
Sorry. I tried.
It's all right. Better than nothing. That means I'll be able to take like one hit and then die. So actually, you doubled my hit points. So no complaints. Okay, I look back to Ron. Going in.
Before I step through the door, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
Jurak, can I have my badge back?
Yes, I give the badge back.
Cheers. Cool. Let's go.
Yeah, okay. I pause at the door, take a deep breath, and open it.
Okay. You open the bar. It is teeming with life. There are people walking around, and as soon as you enter, it is evidently like you've never been in a tavern like this. It is a themed style tavern. There are at least like 3 sort of serving wenches walking around. They seem to be wearing the same sort of get-up. There is within the building is almost like an L-shaped bar that like sort of L shapes off to the left-hand side. To the left-hand side there's a fireplace, a series of rounded tables, and just like where the fireplace is, it seems to be like a slightly raised like stage. Above the fireplace is a painting. There is a half-elf looking woman that seems to be playing the jazz flute. And then off to the right, there is like the side of the bar. There's a staircase that leads up to almost like a mezzanine floor that has a series of rooms or doors that seem to lead up to there. And there are a series of like booth tables like off to the left and right hand side of the wall, of which the door is on.
Cool. Let's
Everyone that seems to be working here is wearing like a chain, like almost like Halloween costume style, like from your local supermarket, but it's like chainmail, but it's like plastic chainmail.
Are they like trying to look like adventurers, basically?
They all look like the same adventurer. They all look like they're trying to wear the exact same getup. Like it's like someone's gone, "Hey, we're having a Halloween party. It's fancy dress."
Everyone has to wear the same thing. Yeah.
Wore the exact same getup.
Yeah, like an 80s party, basically, where everyone shows up as either like the Terminator or just generic woman with leg warmers on.
Yeah. And the thing is that like not everyone shopped in the same place for their uniform either. So like there's variances that just don't quite match up. It's like when you go to a Comic-Con and like everyone's Witcher, and they.
Oh right, yeah, and you've got like 18 Deadpools all at the front door trying to like be the most Deadpool person there.
Exactly right. But they're all wearing like a chainmail. They all seem to have like a foamed style javelin on their back and a shield. And they just all seem to have this same sort of get out. They have a long sword and such. So yeah, but they all also seem to be trying to pull off like you can see there are elves and there are halflings and there are humans within this kind of this space, but they all seem to be trying to look like another race. Like some of them have makeup on their face to try and make them look a bit more paler, and such.
I suddenly feel very underdressed.
Is there like a "please wait here to be seated" sign? or is it just
No. There are spare seats here, but there are also customers in this place. So there is a couple of halflings playing like some sort of board game off into the corner. There are some dwarfs that are sat over by like a private booth, and the landlady and such. So yeah.
is
Sorry,
there
landlord.
is there anyone coming past us? One of the servers coming past any close?
I mean, they're a little ways in, so where the tables are off to the left-hand side, you really have to be right in the midst of like the hustle and bustle of the tavern for them to kind of walk past you.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna have the handstand on the way and go in and find a serving girl and try and like just excuse me, I'm new here, never been to this establishment before. Is it like a pay at the bar kind of situation? Are we getting served at tables? How does this work? Please, could you help?
Oh, whatever pleases you.
That is not the answer.
Oh, that's so unhelpful.
I'm gonna, if there's a table and like a booth open, I'm gonna plonk myself down in it.
Oh, you've got to go for the booth at the back. Always go for the booth at the back.
Looking really suspicious and like slightly in shadow.
We've been to Wetherspoons before. We know where the best seats are.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god! Watch like the fucking owner of this place called Sir Weather of House Spoon or something. Oh dear. Does you said the landlord that we could see? Do they look like everyone is dressed as them?
No, well, you would think.
Or are
so,
they
because,
also wearing a costume?
Yeah, I mean, literally anyone that works here is wearing the exact same getup. So even
okay,
the
but it's not like the landlord has
the
an actual
landlord actually
costume.
looks like the better of the dressed.
But it's still a costume.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna go sit out the booth.
Come join me. Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to the bar. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the bar and flag down the person behind the bar.
Okay. He comes over. It's like, what can I get you?
Hi, yes. My friends and I, we've not had a decent meal in a while. What's on the menu?
What is it you desire?
I don't know.
We have a range of things that you could have. What is it you're after?
Something tasty, something fresh.
Meat, veg.
Yeah, both.
Okay. I can bring something over.
Yes, there should be 1, 2, 5 of us, I think.
Okay. Something else to kind of pinpoint just before you carry on. Sorry. When you entered this place, there was almost like a pressure, almost like when your ears pop
when they open the airline door.
Yeah. So like you kind of got that as you entered.
Jirak holds his nose and blows out, so his ears pop to normal.
Same. I'm gonna flag down a serving girl again and just be. What currency do you take?
Gold, silver.
Wonderful. That's brilliant. Thank you. We're good.
Looks a bit weird, but doesn't really react to that as much as you may expect it to have.
And yes, some ale and some wine as well.
Of course, yes. Red or white?
If I'm honest, I don't really know what they like. Let's go red.
Of course.
Brilliant. Do you want me to pay now or pay after, or how?
You could settle up before you leave if you wish.
Brilliant. Thank you. I'll be over there. And I come over to the table. I've ordered us food and drink. I figured none of us have really eaten anything other than that filth they had.
Good
Fairly
shout.
sure I've lost the ability to taste things. From
Well, they said it was fresh, so
how fresh.
um,
You know, we
I
appear to be on a different plane. And it doesn't look like there's much game wandering about, but we can hope.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? In demiplanes, you could go through a door and you're in a lush jungle. So
Yeah, chances are when we step back out that door, we're going to be like on the, I don't know, fucking plane of fire or something.
I
Right. That would
hope
really make my week.
yeah, I really hope not. I ordered some ale and wine, red. I hope you don't mind.
Oh no, that's great.
Brilliant. And then I pull out my book and I start scribbling away in it.
Okay. For the rest of you, just in this space, if you could do me a perception check.
I see shit all. I'm rolling so well today. Oh, we all are. Good.
Even though I'm
Durex.
not in it, I want to see if I get higher than you guys with a +0.
Jirax picking at
not.
like scabs that have started to form on his arms because he's tried to give himself a like really intricate stick and poke tattoo.
You do notice one thing though, Jirak. The
Mhm.
image above the fireplace. Although there are a few individuals on this image, on this painting, you can just about make out that the more central individual of this painting is wearing the same getup as the people that work here.
Ah, so I'm guessing it was in dedication to that individual. Would I recognize? Like, is it like a famous? Like, do they have like a crest or anything on their armor?
You
Or
have to have a little bit more of a check to
yeah,
get anywhere.
I'll like upon seeing that, I'll like sort of note it down. If the food hasn't come yet, I might just like go for a stroll about and be like, oh, I need the toilet, and like walk over and take a peek as I go past.
Mhm.
If that's
Yeah.
if that will
So,
just like I'm not going to be like trying subtle about it. I'll be
as
quite
you look,
pointedly looking at the
you can do me
painting.
an investigation check just so you can actually try and take some detail of what you
Oh baby, real hot.
No, but again, even with a 7, you do see something you recognize. An individual, and not the individual that's the main headline of this painting.
Oh no.
There are I'm trying to think, 4, 5. There are 5 individuals in this painting. One is like the main headline. 3 of the others kind of seem to be like, you know when you see a horror film and they kind of scratch out the faces of the people that
Oh,
are like
God.
just about to die. It's
Oh,
almost,
no.
It's almost like that for 3 other individuals in this painting.
What, like those
However,
big red like bloody X's over their face
yeah,
or whatever?
pretty much.
Oh fuck! That's so bad.
And there is one individual that you do recognize.
Is it Handsome Jack?
He's on his knees, and the main headline of this painting has his hands around his throat, and he is known as Handsome Jack.
Well, at least he's getting some comeuppance somewhere. Right. Okay.
I stare at it very deeply for a couple of seconds and like furrow my brow. I'm like,
I mean, even with the 7, you would just pick that out only because you're familiar with who he is. The only detail you can point out of the main headline of this painting is that they're wearing the same as everyone that works here.
it's even fun. Like what I'm picturing is like one person strangling another person in the foreground, then 3 people in the background with their faces crossed out.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. And the Strangly is Jack, and the Strangler is this one who's everyone's dressed up as. Gotcha.
Very
Cool.
much.
Cool.
And as you kind of are doing this, the bartender comes over and is like, meat and veg stew, and plums it down the 4 like bowls onto the table.
Thank you.
Oh, brilliant! Thank you, sir. Thank you. And I literally start digging in straight away.
Sure.
While he's over, I'm just gonna. So, could you tell me where we are? At all, please.
Well,
We kind of stumbled here on accident.
many people do. This is the downward spiral.
Cool.
Welcome.
Um,
And if you need anything, feel free to ask. And he kind of goes to head off and kind of like almost like just, you know, when you ask someone a question and they tell you the most obvious basic question, like the answer to that question, and that's
Yep.
exactly what he's just done.
It's fine. I'm writing TripAdvisor reviews.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for anyone who looks like the person in, like, now I know what the OG that everyone's dressed up as,
Yeah.
their face looks like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for that person's face.
Sure.
Just like, I'm not, passive perception or whatever.
Mhm.
Just while I eat.
And there's another thing to point out as you're eating. For a meat and veg stew, like you've eaten meat and veg. I mean, how basic of a meal could that be? But this is by far the best meal that some of you probably have ever had, or at least if you've eaten in like really high end establishments, like this is on par.
We tried to once, but we got arrested.
Yeah.
This is
delicious.
This is the nuts, and you're just eating it, and you're thinking, how can something so basic, and it is literally just like cut up cooked meat, veg like carrots, potato, whatever, in like a broth kind of like stew. And
I'll tell you what it is. MSG. I dip like the little like the trinket of Kegger. I like dip the head into the broth. I'm like, is that? You taste that?
You just drowned Kegger.
Only for like a second. No.
As you dip the trinket in and pull it out, like 3/4 of the bowl is empty.
Oh, whatever. She needs it more than me.
Says the person who was on like 9 HP.
Well, yes, but I feel like she's at less.
I'll pour some of mine into his bowl. This is going to be some.
No, don't. I only want the meat anyway. It's fine. Don't worry.
Like a sponge. It's just like.
Okay.
I only have to eat that absolute filth they were feeding you for a week, and this is amazing.
Well, yeah, but I ate some other stuff as well, and I look at the red wine like longingly. So I was like, I actually had a decent bit of sustenance.
Okay, we paid for this, right?
We should pay whatever they ask for. We should give them more than that.
Yeah,
it's worth it. Oh, you're gonna finish that?
I'll slap his hand away.
For such a weedy boy, you really can't put it away. Do you have hollow legs?
I mean, I haven't eaten for like 2 days.
Oh yeah, fuck. Yeah, sorry. I kind of like I said, my mind was elsewhere. So
yeah, well, I mean,
Clarence.
So from I hear, this guy here is your father, and he stabbed you.
But I think that was the last vestiges of the mind control that he was under. I'm not going to blame him for that. However, I would. So Clarence is gone. That's bad.
Yep. He's trapped in a room that he can't get out of with 60 other people.
To my memory, he was a gnome. So there's a 50-50 chance that he is very well affiliated with living underground.
Hmm.
So hopefully, I mean, they got us in somehow, so surely there's a way out. The only worry is
No.
evading the dragon.
No.
Is the tunnel
do
collapsed?
well, no. You remember we went through that portal that you could only get through if I held it open. Well, of
Well,
course,
yeah.
when I moved through, that closed, and I do not think they'll be able to get back through.
But there must be another, there must be a proper entrance. It was a mine, remember? So there must be like a mine shaft.
No, but the
Oh.
little like mini zone that we were in.
Yeah, the office
The
where the
lobby, if you will.
doors.
The
Yeah,
interdimensional foyer.
yeah. I don't think
Oh,
they can
shit.
get out of there.
Unless
If they
it's
were
like
in,
a
you
it's
know,
like a
the
hotel room,
mines,
and like you can get out always, but to get in you have to have the key. So maybe they could get out.
Well, let's just leave it as Schrodinger's currents and
Oh yeah, I mean,
Leave it
there's
be,
60 people. I mean, if you ate one person in the last 3 days, he's only small, so possibly 4. I mean, he could last like 240 days.
Jurek
Give or
does
take.
the you know when Homer Simpson thinks about donuts and he goes like oh, like Jurek does that about thinking about eating people, but then like snaps out of it.
Though, of course, with 60 of you, it's not only going to be one of you eating, so I guess that shrinks it down quite rapidly. And then, of course, you're going to have all the waste from it, the filth and the germs, and it's more likely to die
Unless
from disease. And
it's
stuff.
like one of the interdimensional place situations where they kind of just don't. The time doesn't really pass. Like for example, the astral plane, where we've been a couple of times. It's like there's kind of just like you don't need to eat, you don't need to really breathe, you don't age. Maybe it's one of them.
I mean, the office was covered in dust.
Purposefully placed.
oh dear.
Hey, you keep that optimism.
Yes.
Lana's
yeah.
pouring a drink.
Okay,
And downing
so
it quite quickly.
as a few, I would say, about an hour kind of passes while you're enjoying actually being able to relax and eat some good food and drink some very well respectively good grade wine and ale. You can all roll me another perception check.
Hey, you're not proficient at this, Lana, are you? Fuck's sake.
There we go. My plus 11 is finally fucking
Wonderful.
coming into account.
So everyone other than Goplana will notice the following. So so you see over in the corner where the two halfling males seem to be playing some sort of board game. Above their head seems to be like a chandelier. This chandelier is very, very basic in its structural design. However, it seems to be a series of dots and very well placed, like gems. If any of you are proficient with religion, you can make a religion check.
No chance, lad.
I somehow am.
Wonderful. You recognise this particular this chandelier has a particular structure to its design in the fact that it is not just a series of gems being placed in a certain order, but it is a constellation, and the constellation would highlight a particular gem out of this star system known as the Homeward Star.
So overall, the chandelier is in the shape of a constellation, but one of them is more predominant, and it would
Refer
make
to
the Homeward Star.
That's correct. The other thing that you do notice, for the rest of you, for your perception, is that there is a cat, like the most. Trying to say how to word this. This cat is like so sure of himself that he belongs here, that he is literally flaunting the fact that he is in this tavern, and he is like the most graceful kind of uppity the stereotype of an animated cat. He's prancing around, he's rubbing up and down the side of legs, back and forth, and he comes around the back of the booth by where you are, Goplana, and he kind of nuzzles the back of your head and your shoulder, and kind of just like starts to flop over like the back of the seat, and almost like
I'll
just...
make a fuss of him.
Okay.
Friend.
Yeah,
I've had a bad day.
he
Therapy
likes
cat.
this. Yep.
Oh, God,
I'm
that
offering
was
him
a
some
fucking
loves
necklace.
He's purring like a trooper.
Is he wearing a collar or anything?
He is pure black, not like Eben is, not like the weird kind of sheen, iridescent sheen. He's pure black. He has like almost emerald green eyes with a slit.
Yeah, I'll just continue making a fuss, giving some food to that kind of stuff. Just be like, "What's your name? Hello." That kind of.
The more you give him fuss, you do kind of like stroke around and scruff around the neck. You do come across a collar with a name on it.
Oh, what is it?
Onyx.
Onyx. Yeah, just a hello, Onyx, and you're so pretty. Oh yeah, you are. Do you like that? Yes, you do. That kind of shit. And complete and utter tart for Pat. Yeah. Does he do anything, or?
He's kind of looking at you in a way that, like, you know when animals look at you and it's almost like they're saying something?
I'm going to... Do I have it? Did I put it on hold? Yeah, I did. Whoops. I can't speak to animals right now, but if you give me an hour, I'll be able to talk to you properly if you fancy. And have a short... Unless we've had a short rest in this time and I can swap my spells around.
He kind of just like... You know when a cat's had enough? It kind of shrugs off, stands up, and then just like drops down, starts weaving in and out of the chairs, and goes off to the other side of the bar.
I'll if we're here for another like hour, I'll use it as a short rest and I'll deal with my spells then.
Good to know. One thing to notice is you've been eating and you've been drinking. You feel bloody good. Like,
okay.
You feel strong again, you feel healthy. So you are all up to your max hit points if you're not already. You don't have any exhaustion if you did have any exhaustion.
Can we get like a doggy bag? This would be great for like mid-fight. Just like, so I use my action to have a long rest. Shove a little in. Can I take a look out the window? Does it look to be in the same situation?
You look out the window. The glass is kind of opaque, so you don't quite see detail, but you do see like the vast green and the blue of the sky.
Okay. As long as I, it's not like I look outside and see a desert or something. Cool.
Okay, so what's the plan now? eaten? Do we want to get a room or?
Yes.
Be
We
nice
need
to
to
sleep
work
in a
out.
bed again.
Yeah, we need to work out what we're doing, how we're doing it. I've got a suggestion. Why don't we go back to Western? And hear me out here, because I hate this place, and I'm suggesting it. We have allies there. If we're going to go and deal with, have I told you guys about Jack?
I don't think I know anything about. Jack.
I might use a code word while we're here.
Okay. But so Jack is a bit of a. There's no other way to say this. He's a cunt.
He's such a cunt.
He's a sheer and utter cunt.
Oh, he's such a cunt.
We had it right the first time when we beat the shit out of him when we first met him. He's just generally he's working for Torak. He's nicked my brother and he's taken him to Imon.
He appears to be motivated. Originally, it was because I think it was devils killed his wife and kids.
Yeah.
But since then, he's kind of just like gone fucking wild with it. Like he just does whatever the fuck he likes.
So
really not a nice
the
person.
guy that we saw down by that big gate with all the bodies?
Oh yes, you were there. Yes, the one that
Yeah.
took my brother away from me, and I want to murder in cold blood. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm grinning at you, by the way. This is plain. I've had a long few days. So here's my suggestion. We go to Western. We have allies there. It means that if we go to Western, we can get Zeppelin and the stuff that she had for us for a while ago. We can let them know what happened in Craghammer to a point. Let them know about the slavers. We can, if they know about the slavers and they know where they are, Zeppelin's quite accomplished, as I think. She might be able to get them out, and I'm sure they've got other wizards there too. Speaking of Zeppelin, they can help us if we have to go against Jack. We can get, what's the druid guy's name? We've got
Elshan.
Elshan, that's the one.
Fucking.
We might be able to get him to tree hop us across to Imon instead of us going all the way fucking over there. You know what I mean?
How long till you can do that?
Next level.
Oh fuck yeah!
What's a level?
Whoops, sorry.
It's a interpersonal term we have to do with how
Is this
relatively
your sex
strong we
play
are.
thing?
So say again.
Is this your sex play thing?
In a sense, yeah. It's an industry term, but we do use it in the bedroom. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. No.
No, please continue. Keep asking.
Keep going.
So, when do you level up, so to say?
I elbow Lana say this guy wants to know when he levels up.
As you ask.
So, sorry. Who or what is a Zeppelin, and what is an Elshan?
Elshan's a druid. He's a bit. I'm hesitant to say annoying, but
Close your eyes and picture like a crotchety druid.
Yeah, that's
he looks like that.
Zeppelin is a mage. What was she, a wizard? I
believe she's a wizard.
Yeah, she's strong and helps. So
she's dummy horny.
So yeah, she is a wizard.
And so just make sure I'm following along. You want us to go to Western to speak to a wizard and a druid to then get us to Amon.
No, in a nutshell, yes. But the wizard has stuff that we could use that she found a while ago. It's like good shit. And then I have it written down somewhere. I could remember it if I think.
All I remember was a wet sword.
I'll find it in a minute.
A wet sword.
A really wet sword. Yeah, she was adamant of how wet the sword was.
Was she?
I mean, that definitely sounds like another sex term.
Oh no, I
no,
would
not
have.
that one. That time.
To be fair, it was in a personal, private message to you, Lana. So it could very well have been, like, she was trying to come on to you.
Was this an unsolicited wet sword?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Well, she took it off. She found it in someone's basement, if I remember correctly.
I think so.
It was that old man who lives in the woods.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Cool items. Traveling safe house. That could be good.
Oh yes.
Cool sword. I've just put constantly wet.
There we go.
And a cloak with leaves and a shimmering shield with a face and a disapparition chest. All things.
Oh, a disapparition chest. Yes. That's like you put everything in the box, and then when you open the box again, it's gone. It's like an ender chest from Minecraft, whatever that is.
So we could use that, and then we know the girl person that runs the Margrave Zimmerset. She runs.
Oh yes.
We could get back up and maybe not go all guns blazing into Emon and fuck ourselves over like we did when we went to Western the first time.
I have a proposition as well.
So, but before why are we trying to get to Emon?
That's
What's
where
in
Jack
Emon?
is.
Jack's
and my
in
brother.
Emon.
And subsequently, Lana's brother.
And the Cerberus.
Okay. So
I think we could get some good help off of the. Like, we don't have to just go to Western. I think if we got the people in charge of Western to send a message to Emon and say, like, hey, some bad shit is happening in your city, we're sending adventurers to come help, we could be like met at the gates with a fanfare.
Or, I mean, like, I don't know this Jack, but I mean, he's known slavers and seemed quite powerful, and we could be then met with an ambush or a murder party.
This is true.
You're not wrong. I reckon we go and deal and talk to Margrave, and then we sneak our way into the city. Like, let the appropriate channels know, of course, but just not with the fanfare as much as that would be nice.
But I was kind of taking the piss a little bit. I was mostly just, we were expected was the main thing. That was the main idea.
Yeah, it would be nice to have some recognition,
And also, like, just so when something goes very, very badly, like, they would kind of they'd be able to, we could
not be in prison again.
Not be in prison. They know we were doing it for the good of
prison.
the.
So you're possibly getting me put in prison again?
No, we didn't.
No. We only went to jail.
To the second day that I met you.
We never went to prison. We went to a slave labor camp, and I point to me, Lana, and Summer, have been to jail. It's very different.
I mean, I wasn't even talking about the slave camp. I was more talking about the fact that we had to run away from Craghammer at a rather rapid pace due to what was it, Jirak?
I have no memory, actually. I think we should anyway. So Emon is a coastal city, and I have been working on a spell or two, perhaps, that maybe when we go somewhere aquatic would be very helpful for all of us.
We have a lot of water shit in our bag,
We do. We've got the ring of water walking.
No, Clarence has that. No, you have that.
I used to have it. I think I gave it to you at one point because you started freaking out in water.
Oh, cool. If I'm wearing that, that'd be good.
Well, that's actually a good point. Do you still, seeing as, Clarence, all of Clarence's stuff got taken away from him, do you have that in that bag of yours?
I don't think so.
He definitely had his ring. He had his ring because I remember him vividly using it to great effect.
Yeah, I think I gave you guys stuff before. A while ago. I don't know if I gave you all your stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, last I saw, we were all still in cages, and then I found Summer and Clarence, and then I ended up finding Ollie fighting, and I don't, and then you appeared rummaging through a chest. So
Okay, I'm gonna put my hand in and ask for into the bag of holding. Ask for Clarence's sword, not sword,
Mace.
maul,
Mhm.
and see if anything comes out.
Nope.
Okay, so I gave him all this stuff. I haven't got his shit. So
okay.
but we do
good to
have
know.
2 bags of holding now. Look at this one. This one's ratty and
Do not keep those next to you. You have one, I'll have the other.
okay.
Sorry, just I've heard horror. I knew a guy from when I worked in Craghammer. He didn't have one of his arms because his friends thought it'd be funny to trick him into putting a bag of holding into a bag of holding. It was like, people ask like, you go and get some elbow grease or the bubbles from a level and like tartan paint, shit like that. They thought it'd be funny to have him put a bag of holding in a bag of holding, and it vaporized half of his body.
How could
Oh,
someone
wonderful.
be
Yeah,
so
keep that
stupid?
away.
Well, to be fair, had I not known that story, I would very easily have done the same. It seems like it would work perfectly well, but the physics just like doesn't work. So don't. I'll have one. I'll have the shit looking one.
Okay, cool.
Also, does this look infected? And I roll up my sleeves, and you see I've started doing like a stick and poke tattoo all over my arms. That look, it's like basically tracing my veins, but like with very thick black lines. Does this look infected? It's very clearly infected.
It looks pretty bad.
It doesn't look good.
Well, when I'm finished, and
Shall
if
I be Mark right now?
if
I have a herbalism kit. When you're done doing whatever the fuck you're doing to your body, I'll try and clean it out. And
it needs to go, and I like sort of like pull down my shirt collar as well, and you see there's like the outlines of it's on my chest. Like it has to go all the way like across my chest and all the way down my arms for it to start working. It's going to take me like another like two nights or so of work, but I'm getting there.
Swear to God.
When it's done, trust me, you're gonna see some shit. Oh man, it's gonna be so
I'm
thick.
possibly seeing some. Is it shit or
Pus, but
pus?
yes.
Oh.
No, it's going to be like pus, but good, and against bad guys.
Good pus.
If
Okay.
I'll clean it out.
Essentially, it's going to
After
get
dinner.
infected. He's going to get sepsis and die.
Sepsis,
ignoring-
you take 1d4 con damage per day.
Ignoring Jirak's scummy arm. And back to the plan. So the plan is somehow to end up in Westrun,
Yeah, eventually.
talk to some people,
Helpful.
go to Imon, and then basically
Eat the
go
shit.
and yeah, the living shit out of the brother
Yeah.
stealing fuckwad.
Now you're getting it.
Well, I'm not, because there's quite a big bit there missing.
Is there?
How the fuck do we get out of this demi-plane and to Westrun?
Well, actually, funny you should mention that. It seems as though the proprietor of this establishment, who I have not had such a good chance of spotting just yet, doesn't like Jack very much. Specifically as well. If you look over there, and I like point over to the portrait, that portrait is of the owner. I assume the owner. It's either the owner or the person this tavern is dedicated to, which is two sides of the same coin. Strangling Jack to, I assume, death. So
Can I do a history check to see if I know who's in the painting?
Yeah, you can try to. Yeah, sure.
No.
No, I mean you can't. The faces don't recognise it. Of course, the three that are crossed out and the one that seems to be strangling Jack. The one that seems to be strangling Jack, however, with a history check of 14, you would notice that the gear that the individual is wearing is of chainmail. The way of which the individual is dressed is very typical of a paladin.
Okay.
And there is a subtle like hue onto the painting, and historically you kind of you don't know how you come to this connection, but it's almost like there's a connection between this individual and some sort of celestial.
Oh, in that case, do I know what the constellation on the thing is?
Not with a 14.
Shit, because I'm assuming that the homeward star is the North Star.
In a
Or
sense,
equivalent.
yeah, it's the equivalent of.
So-
But yeah, the individual that is clearly headlining this painting is clearly some sort of figure for this establishment, whether they just idolize the individual or there's some sort of ownership. It's hard to distinguish at this rate. You've been discussing for a while
celestial-
now.
Mm.
I just want to point out that like a few more hours have passed now. The food that has still been left on the table is still hot, which is very strange.
Wait, there's more food?
Don't like that.
It's the food that has been left. So
I don't think there was any left.
I was gonna say, yeah.
the bowls themselves that would absorb any heat from the meal are still hot to touch. The drinks, i.e. the wine and such, they're still chilled, which again is odd because
Amazing
a number
service.
of hours have passed. No one's come to your table, but they still seem to be as fresh as when they did when they arrived at your table.
Okay,
The other thing to point out is that it's not getting darker outside.
Don't like that.
So, with that in mind, can I have you all roll another perception check, please?
I'm gonna try and flag down a server as we do this perception check.
Oh, blooming heck, summer! Thank God one of us can roll.
So, there we go. And perceptive, you know.
Hey.
Ranger rework, good.
Okay. So, Jirak, the two halflings that are playing the board game, they've been playing the same board game for ages now, since you've walked in fact. And the question that just instantly like burns into your mind is, how long does it take to play a board game?
Either those two over there are very bad at chess or aren't real. Can I flag down a server really quick?
Yeah, of course.
Hi. Just wondering, out of personal curiosity, is the owner in at all? Sorry, I should assume the person in the picture. Is that the owner?
You're referring to the patron of this place.
That's the one. Yes, the one you're so excellently dressed as.
I appreciate you. I mean, I've taken a long time to prepare. I pride myself on the appearance. I think I really nailed like the trinkets and the chainmail. I've had to make the chainmail
That's where the
myself.
detail comes in.
Yeah,
The detail comes in the
each,
details.
Each link has taken me quite a period of time to build. I mean, I've been working on the waistline. This piece
even
here
imagine.
is by far one of my favorite pieces. I had to take some real good time in the detail of making sure that each segment is crafted and carved to look exactly like the replica. Now I'm trying to.
It's absolutely beautiful. Who's the patron of this place, please?
we're just such, I just like to see, obviously a painting's gonna do us gonna be a good baseline, but if they're around, if we could speak to them at all, that would be ideal. So then we can get an idea for how accurate your dress
Brilliant,
is.
your
I mean, as far as I can tell,
costume
it's
is, yeah.
And she kind of
Dead
like, it's almost like someone's pressed the pause button on her, and once you all stop, she's like, "Okay, drinks all round."
Wait. Okay, what?
What's your name?
I can get drinks. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yep.
Lana.
What do Celestials talking? What does Celestials talking?
Celestial.
Celestial.
Yeah, Celestial.
Celestial.
Yep.
Which one's Sylvian?
Sylvan is Fae.
Yeah.
Fae.
So just
I'm
very
gonna speak out in Fae.
Uh-huh.
What's your name?
She carries on towards the bar.
Shit. Okay, never mind then.
So Summer and Jirek, the halflings that you see and have been playing for a long period of time now, you do notice there's a reason why they're taking so long to play this board game. They seem to be moving the exact same two pieces. One
I'm
moves it to
gonna,
one square, the other one moves it back, and
I'm gonna take a sec and lean back for a minute and start muttering under my breath. And motioning under the table, the words for detect magic, and try and wash over the surroundings and see if is that an illusion.
Have you ever had headphones on and press play on a cassette and it's stupidly loud?
Yeah. Fuck me.
That's the read you get. As soon as you cast that, it's like a high pitched siren in your ears.
It's like a when the radar goes off in a horror film and it's just hundreds of dots. Yeah. Ding 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 ding. Yeah. Fuck. I squint my eyes and sort of cover my ears a little bit and end the spell and go, okay, right, well, no one here is real. Did this service?
just to be clear, I have not said that.
Where's that cat?
I believe no one here is real. Or this whole place is illusion. I mean, we're in a demi-plane, so it's very magical to begin with. But this place gives me the heebie-jeebies, and if it doesn't give you the heebie-jeebies, then you should be worried. I'm gonna.
You saying this out loud?
Yeah. Not if the server's nearby, but I'm gonna.
I mean, yes, the demi-planes are normally made of magic.
Well, yeah, but they don't give off a. The ground in a demi-plane doesn't give them a magical aura, does it? It's still dirt. Dirt's not magic.
It's not real. It's of course it's magic.
But Kega doesn't take magic. I have a magical bond with her.
And they're both in the thing. Why is the cat alive in this plane?
Interesting thing. Yes. Oh.
Cat.
I'm gonna write something down on a piece of paper.
I'm sorry, you're just yelling cat.
I'm gonna write something down on a piece of paper, and if it turns out to be true, I win. I'm just putting it on a piece of paper so it's confirmed, it's sealed, it's a thing that it's registered fact.
Okay, so.
Has it been an hour? Can I swap spells?
Oh yeah, it's been easily over an hour.
Right, where's that cat? Can I see him anywhere?
Perception.
If only Clarence was here. Clarence could talk to animals whenever he wanted.
Ish. Oh, thanks.
You can see the kitty cat being fussed by the landlord.
I'm going to go over to the landlord. I'm going to cast Speak with Animals, and I'm going to say, "Hi there. What's going on with this place?"
And kind of shrugs off the landlord, and minces flamboyantly over towards you, nuzzles up against your arm, and then just looks and says, "This is no way to make friends." And he jumps off the bar and dashes through the crowd. And
I'm following.
Okay. You see him kind of scurry near where the skirting board is. There seems to be like a hole, and he turns around with a mouse in its maw, and he kind of like again minces over towards where your feet are, and just kind of looks at you, sits down with this mouse in its mouth.
Good catch.
I mean, it's the most bizarre thing. I want a mouse. I go over to the feeding place and there's a mouse. It doesn't matter how many times I go over there. There's always food. Let me show you. And he goes over again and scurries at the hole and turns around and he has another mouse in his mouth.
And you don't know why?
I've got no idea. It's the most bizarre thing. I can't say that I mind, of course. I'm a cat.
Definitely a cat. You've never had any pre-inclinations to be humanoid?
No. Should I?
Wonderful. No, not that I could think of. And you don't know what's going on with this place either. How many people are in the same loop, as so to speak?
I mean, everyone seems normal to me, and it's by this point that many of you may realize that there's like a noticeably less people in the tavern than there were to begin with. Like the bard that was playing the jazz flute is gone. The dwarfs that was sat into the corner, they've gone. It seems to be like these halflings and like one and some of the wenches left.
Okay, I'd like to insight check the cat
Sure.
of everything it said.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he seems pretty honest. It's a nice
Okay.
enough cat.
Okay. Well, would you like to stay with us for a bit? We're trying to work out where we are, what's going on.
It kind of like stretches out like it does. It's like, no, but I mean, I bought you these mice. It's, I would expect that we're friends now. And he kind of nuzzles, like paws, like the mice closer to your feet.
I will take the mice gratefully and pet him in return and say thank you very much. I will treasure them, and I'll take them back to the table, and I'll sit down and say, "Well, the cat's clear. I've made a friend. Back to square one."
I'm going to.
What do you do with the mice?
Oh, does he expect me to eat them?
You said you take the mice back, but did you just flop them onto the table or?
No. I'm going to probably wrap them in a spare piece of cloth.
Okay.
And
as
put
you
them
do
in my
this,
bag.
then you can have on the house an investigation check with advantage.
Ooh.
You do notice as you're wrapping both of these mice up that they are both identical.
Huh. Okay.
There's like a patch, like almost like a birthmark on the back, and even with twins, usually like birthmarks are like subtly different. These are identical, like in every way.
I'm going to like look away from like where the space of other people, like look into the booth almost so I can't see the rest of the tavern, and like think really hard in my head. I sure wish there was a serving girl beside me right now, and I turn to the side and see if there's one there.
Sure. Yeah, there is.
Yes. Okay. I cheer too loudly and then go, "Hi, just wondering if you have any rooms that we could stay in."
Kind of looks at you like again with that almost paused like manner, and it's like, "More drinks."
I'm gonna poke her in the stomach.
Yes, drinks would be amazing. Hey, don't be so rude, Jirek.
You don't want drinks? Perhaps some food.
I poke her again.
Ow! What?
I'm so sorry about my friend's misdemeanor.
And she's like,
So...
I've had enough. I'm not doing this anymore. And she says, you can deal with the customers. And she points to the landlord and then just like storms off, opens the door and leaves.
Huh.
It appears my
done.
finger has the ability to dispel enchantment effects.
Can we, if we look out the window, do we see where she's walking?
Again, it's opaque, and all you can
Oh,
make
right,
out
yeah,
is the
forgot that.
colours of,
Yeah, it's
the
like frosted
right-hand
glass.
side. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
Forgot.
even
I
see. You
have
can't
to
even
spell
see like a
magic.
figure disappear off. Sorry.
I have to spell magic. Why haven't I? Why am
What
I such
level?
a dumbass?
What level? are you
Because I feel like if you dispel one bit of magic, it's going to be a set of dominoes raining down on your head. I think we find a way through this that the creator intended. Otherwise, we may, like, you know, when you play a game and you go out of bounds and then you just like die from infinite falling damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna just like
Jack,
stand up and start. Oh yeah, yeah. Before I go, yes.
You said the what was it? Gnomes? They're just
Halflings
halflings. Just
must
doing
be
the same.
very bad at chess.
Are you any good at throwing things?
Fairly good at throwing things.
Here, take this, and I hand over a single sling bullet.
I just chuck it, I guess. Let's see. I'll use the same. Oh, because hand axe is a thrown weapon. I'll just use a thing for that. Obviously, it doesn't do quite as much damage. 20. I'm gonna aim for the pieces on their board.
Okay, sure. Good to know. Yeah, so you hit the pieces. A few of the other pieces scatter. They kind of look at each other, and then they start to like stand up and go to leave.
Interesting.
I look at my finger again.
Asshole.
Remarkable.
Do we
I'm
have
gonna
to
start
be
whistling.
assholes to get everything out?
I'm gonna start whistling really loudly, and like, oh so casually walk to. Are there stairs?
There's stairs off to the right-hand side of the bar, where the
I
landlord is stood.
I shall
As
start
you're
just like.
approaching his direction, you can see there is like a look of pure fear in his eye.
Boo!
You boo him.
Yes.
Yeah, he runs, scurries over to the main door, opens the door that you entered the tavern in, and runs. As you
Is the
as
place now empty?
Pretty much, it is pretty much empty. As you look at the door that he exited, you just see black.
I'm gonna shout out, everyone who doesn't want to die in a horrible fire, please leave.
I stand up.
There's no one
Not
else.
you.
pulling
You
back
don't
down.
count. You're immune to fire or something.
No, not fire at all.
I'm pulling Octavius back down into a seat.
Oh, I start glaring at the people who aren't leaving.
There's no one else there.
Okay.
Where do we
now
go?
have, a tavern
Right,
to go
fuckers, we own a
to
tavern. Woo!
that
Let's
is
get weird.
literally just like darkness just infinite darkness beyond the door.
Chirac is kind of like thankful that shit's weird again. He's like,
Which is
finally,
weird,
I
which
don't
is
have to
weird.
worry about normal troubles like if my cat's still alive or if my dad is being crushed to death in a giant rockfall accident. I can focus on the issues at hand, such as this weird chandelier and a ghost tavern.
Even though there is infinite darkness out the door, there is still light at the windows.
I'm going to stand up if I'm allowed.
Yeah.
I'm going to take one of my other sling bullets because I've still got 96 more. Cast light on it and throw it through the doorway.
Yep. It goes in, and as it passes through the darkness, it disappears from sight.
Yep, figured.
It's not like it extinguishes; it just kind of fades.
I'm gonna stand at the doorway and like just. Which is the least useful finger?
No.
Can I suggest an item
no.
first?
No, because
No,
what if it
pick
only
up-
affects animate objects? Oh, I know. Give me. I get one of the mice that Lana was given.
Oh, but this
I
is
hold it by the
different.
tail and like swing it like a hypnotist does with a clock. I do that into and out of the doorway.
My friend gave me that.
You've got another one that's literally exactly the same.
Still, it was a gift. Name them Jack and Bill.
Does it like if I pass it through the doorway and bring it back again? Does it like come back evaporated?
No, your hand does. Your hand comes back, but the mouse is gone.
Interesting. I put my whole hand in and then pull it back out again.
Your hand's still there.
Okay. So you have to go across in your entirety. That's very helpful, very useful piece of information.
I'm gonna look behind the bar, see if there's anything there.
Yeah, I flip all the taps that the draft taps.
Wow.
No fluid comes out the taps.
Shit, that's twice as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was curious if it would ever run out, but it's not even there in the first place.
You've taken control of this tavern for 30 seconds and you've already run out of beer. I mean, come on. I'd expected at least some sort of manner of management skills from you.
Even if it was all head, it'd still be able to pour some kind of pint, but no, it's like a moth comes out. I'm going to go check out upstairs. Who wants to come with?
Yeah, come with. Sounds fun. Coming summer.
As we get to the bottom of the stairs, I'm going to go like, if there's any paladins up there, we're coming up. And then just start making my way.
Go up to, it's almost like a half circle mez. There are 8 doors.
Bloody hell.
We'll open the first one and see what's inside.
Can I, like, real quick, like, sort of use my 3D space maneuvering-ness and try and figure out, like, from the outside, did the building look like it could fit 8 rooms up here?
I mean, in a strange way, yeah, but like from the outside, probably not.
There was only 3 windows as well.
Just
open the door.
5 people have very shitty rooms. Okay, we'll go left to right, yeah?
Yeah.
Sure. Open door number 1.
Does not open.
Is there like, does it feel locked or is there just no
It
give to
feels
it?
locked, but again, you know, like when you have a locked door and you pull at the door, it kind of has like a bit of
A bit of give.
leeway. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
have any giveaway.
Classic
Door
fake door. Door number 2,
Same,
3.
exactly the same. And as you carry on through each door, they all seem locked.
Well, quote unquote locked.
Right. I want to speak to the manager.
Lana's hair transforms, shaved on the back and one side.
The
I was literally like, I'm gonna go Karen.
the cat passes you on like this mez because you can see like the mez from the lower floor. Goes onto the mez and then like drops down, and you can see the cat like nuzzle the individual on the painting again, and kind of just sit there and look up at the painting.
I'm going to inspect the painting.
Okay.
Ask if he knows him.
I'll cast Speak with Animals again.
Okay.
Just be like, do you know who's in this painting? Like not the guy being strangled. I know him. The other one, the strangler.
The one of the creators of this great establishment, this place that we exist. That is also Coglion. Also Coglion. Or Leon. I mean, it really depends where you're from, you know. Certain people say things in certain ways.
I should call him Shiny Man.
And
No, he was a great man, and I can't recall the last time I saw him.
Have you ever been upstairs, Mr. Cat? I can also cast. I just checked, by the way. I can also cast Speak with Animals, so I do that as well.
I've been to many rooms.
Any
Are
of
we
these
just
ones?
talking to a cat in front of Octavius, who already thinks we're mad.
Yeah, we're just going meow 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 meow.
Um, what exactly do you mean? There,
Like of these 8 doors. I don't know if you can count to 8. I don't know if you have enough fingers.
the rooms for rent that our guests stay in to rest. Do you mean?
Yes. Are they
He
ever?
just said our guests.
The guest of this establishment?
Interesting. I'm going to put on the creepy music again. One sec.
Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
A door in the void, drifting, forever drifting in the twilight zone. Right. Oh man, it's creeped me out again.
Shall I dispel music, dispel magic for painting?
I can dispel music if you want.
Dispel music. Yeah. I'm gonna cast dispel magic on the painting.
On the painting? Okay,
Yeah.
sure. What are you hoping to achieve by doing this?
Seeing if anything comes out of it.
Okay. Sure. You dispel magic on a painting. The something does happen actually. The the individual now you've come to learn his name is also called Leon. He is as you cast a spell magic, the crossed out faces and the position in which Jack is standing and being strangled, that kind of fades away. You now see that there seem to be 3 individuals on like one third of like the painting, all kind of connected to each other. The the paladin kind of shaking one's hand, one of their hands, while he has his hand on the shoulder, almost like in a reassuring way of Handsome Jack.
Wait, Jack is shaking the hand.
No, also is shaking the 3 individuals that were originally crossed out, while having his other hand, on the top of Jack's shoulder.
Okay, right, I get it.
As you look at it, I mean, this would almost look like some sort of or like a business transaction, or like some sort of succession, or something.
A stock photo of a business deal being
kind of
complete.
Yeah, kind of.
Wait, paladins.
He appeared to be a paladin in terms of what you was able to establish earlier.
Oh.
Has the aura changed at all?
From the painting, you mean?
Yeah, because you said he had an aura that gave us the thought that he was the paladin.
So the aura gave Goplana the sense that there was some sort of connection around him being celestial.
Is that still there?
Shiny.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does the landing go up again?
Sorry?
The up the stairs, does it go to a landing and then there's more stairs up, or is it just landing?
No, it's literally, as you look from like the ground up, you can see like almost like a balcony-esque kind of raised mezzanine, and then you can see like the doors in almost like a half circle around that.
Gotcha.
Would the symbols on the paladin be that of Palaram? Or yeah.
Oh yeah, follow the door.
Ones from the dungeon.
Sadly, no.
Okay, cool. That's one out, and it's not the Dawnfather or Everlight, whichever one.
Palaram, they were followers of the Dawnfather. Palaram
Okay,
was just the name of the
cool,
prison.
cool.
Yeah.
So it's nothing that we've dealt with before. Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Is there any holy symbol on them? Let's see.
Unfortunately, the artist who would have been commissioned this originally was not highly skilled enough to capture the exact detail of.
So the magic was to make the painting look good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know what door I want to kick down is number 8 because that's my lucky number.
Cool, go for it.
Cool.
And why are we kicking down the door?
I'm gonna go. Maintenance. Boom, and try and kick the door down.
Yeah. You kick it. Go ahead and make the attack.
Sure. I guess unarmed attack. My foot is not magical. 19.
Sure. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow! Fuck me.
And it's now like your leg is slightly sprained from the impact to the door.
Yeah.
Hey, Jirak, you're an idiot.
I'm rolling on the floor like a football player who's just stubbed their toe. I'm dying!
Jirak, get up. I need you to touch that part of the chandelier. And of course, I point towards the homeward star.
Mm-hmm. So this chandelier, each position of the star of the constellation, there are like candle lights that burn just above it to obviously highlight it as the chandelier.
Jirak. Oh my god, he's such a girl. Lana.
Nah. I can see you. I see you're listening in. I'm fully following Clarence here. Nah.
He's been in for
Yeah.
like the past 40 minutes.
I've only just noticed, and he can fuck right off. We're busy, and I've got to beat the shit out of you later. We have a schedule to keep to.
I can't believe you've only just noticed.
Is that how you
I've
do
literally
podcast
only just
listeners?
noticed. I have a schedule. No. Right.
Anyway, I need one of you to touch that. I can't
Yeah.
quite reach. I mean,
I'll go do it. I'll drag over a table, stand on, etc.
Are you touching the chandelier?
Yeah.
Okay. So you reach up, go to touch it.
I just realised my mic was unplugged, so I did say I went and do that, but I immediately said I go and do it. But
I assumed you were just, being on the floor after some dramatics.
no, I was doing my best footballer impression, rolling around on the floor,
You
saying I
reach
was
up
dying.
And you just touch the star, or are you grabbing it? What are you doing?
I touch the star like.
While she's doing that, can I see? Like you say, it's a homeward star. Is it like?
Mhm.
Does the constellation like point anywhere? Is it like a big arrow shape?
Yes, almost. It kind of almost teardrop fashion. You have a series of clusters of stars behind the homeward star, and it almost comes
Gotcha.
to a point where
It's the point of a triangle, yeah.
which weirdly points towards the door.
Interesting.
To which door?
The door you entered.
So
The door that
if
now
we go
is
through
just
that door,
a
we go
void
home.
of darkness.
I'm going to open the front door.
Does anything happen to Lana?
Oh yeah, the
Yes,
first
it
thing.
does. So as she touches the star, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please, Kaplana.
Oh fuck.
Please catch me when I go flying across the room. Yeah, catch me, please.
You take 2 points of burning damage as hot wax spills onto your hand.
thought it was exciting.
Okay, cool. That's not too bad.
I'm gonna go and I open the front door, and I'm gonna shout into the void like, "Hello," and see if there's any
Strangely, it's
echo
the
or
opposite
response.
of an echo, as like where you would expect like your range of voice to bellow out and kind of echo around. It's almost like your voice is absorbing.
It's like talking in the cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just kind of cuts off, really clipped.
I put one hand in and hold it there for 5 seconds. Pull it back out. Is it still attached to my body?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I put my whole arm in. I'm good.
Same thing happened.
I put an arm and a leg. In, out, shake it all about.
Same.
I push him.
You push him. Strength check.
Yeah, I was literally about to go say we're gonna push him in.
Are you both doing?
Ah.
I need a bit of fun in my life. I'll push Jarek out.
Can I grab Octavius by the scruff of the neck and then throw him in first and dive after him?
Again, it'll be a strength.
Sure.
No.
Love an unnatural 1. That's how you know it's good. So I'm gonna.
You may be muted, by the way.
Oh well. Bye.
Okay, I yeet Octavius in, and then I grab Lana's hand and I jump, trying to drag her with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna just shrug at Summer and then go with him.
Grab Summer as well, and then we can do like a human chain, just just getting pulled through.
Okay. Yeah. So as you pass through the void of darkness, you kind of all stumble into this space. You turn around and you see the tavern, completely empty. There's no painting on the wall, no barman, no glasses, nothing on the tables, no guests, nothing. There's still the stage, the fireplace, the booth tables and chairs. The staircase that leads off to the right, and of course the mezz floor above. As you turn around to look at the door, it's just a brick wall.
Wait, so we went through the door and we're now back in the tavern, but an empty one, and the door's gone.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Well, great. Okay, it's like, you know when you play those games and you go through a door at the end of a corridor and you're completely consistently going round and round and round, but all of a sudden the one door's closed and then you're fucked.
Mm-hmm. And the way to do it is just turn around and go back the way you came, and then you finish the level. Yeah, no, I've played what's it called?
Yeah. Is there any kitchens or anything around the back?
There's a door to a kitchen.
I'd like to go in the kitchen.
I'd like to look at the chandelier.
Open the door. It doesn't seem to open.
Are there any keys behind the bar?
Need to do an investigation check.
I'm gonna go upstairs and start trying all the doors again.
Okay. You're gonna have to hold on for me one moment.
Yeah, go for it. There's no problem.
I'm not prepared for a particular thing, and I don't know where it is.
Antechamber. That's the game I was thinking of. I've played Antechamber. I know how this shit works. I've played The Room for iPhone 3.
Hey.
So you go to Goplana's searching for keys. Jirek rushes up the stairs and is trying a door, I'm guessing.
Yep, I'm gonna go left to right.
Okay, cool.
1 through 8.
Cool. So the first door you come to, there is a bronzed handled door, wooden in design.
Are they all different styles?
No, they all seem to be like uniform.
Okay, cool. Trying to make sure it wasn't like, this is the door with the fire on it. This is the door with the water on it. Yeah, I'm going to try the leftmost door.
Reach for the door. Okay, so as you reach for the door, you grab the handle, and the handle seems to open sharply with like razor-type teeth and clamp around your arm. As it clamps around your arm, the door almost like loosely flops over the top of you and starts rolling you around like a crocodile kind of
Death roll.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
You take
fucking door mimic. 12
points of damage. And you are restrained.
Shitting hell. Do you roll for initiative?
I need
I'm
everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, Christ.
Are you changing the map?
Nope, this is all going to be Theatre of the Mind.
I will just click on my token here then.
I know I'm adjacent to it,
It's
so...
a relatively small space, so you can you can get to where it is in time if you need to, and I can tell you distances and such.
Did we get our spells back with the soup?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's essentially like a long rest.
Okay. What have I
Fully
used?
recharged.
Yay, I get back my level 1 slot.
That's very helpful. I wish there was a long rest button on Roll20. I know there's one on D&D Beyond, but it takes me so fucking long to set myself back at having everything multi-class too many goddamn times.
I can't remember. How many hit die do you get back?
Half rounded up, I think.
Cool, thank you.
Summer, please tell me you're awake. I think she may have fallen asleep.
No, I'm just very close to.
Okay, come on, roll your initiative for me. Let's try and liven you up last few paces. Any time today. Furiously typing.
I was just Googling what I get next level. Just because I can't remember what it is.
Okay, everyone other than Jirak is downstairs. From the door and the top of the stairs, the mez, it is it's 20 feet. For you, Goplana, as you're behind the bar looking for keys, I'll say it's 25 feet.
Okay.
So. Goplana, it is your turn.
I'm gonna look up at it. And I'm gonna what do I want to do? Oh, I've got some fun things. Okay, cool. I'm gonna cast. Can I do that at range? Oh dear. Yeah, I can. Wonderful. I'll cast blight on the door.
Okay. That's minus 1d4, isn't it?
No,
Oh, no,
blight.
that's Bane.
Blight is
Sorry.
the one that
Blight. Okay, yep. Wow.
con save, please.
Yeah. Give me a sec. Can't say. Oh, that's 2. So it should be right. 15.
Bugger. It was a DC 15, so that is a 19 points of damage
Okay.
if it saved. Yeah.
So 19. Okay. Good.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to bugger it. I'll thorn whip it. Why not?
I've got skills.
18.
What are you gonna do about it?
18 hits.
Yep.
Okay, so it's 11 piercing and it's pulled 10 foot towards me.
Okay.
I am also pulled 10 foot towards you.
So I'm pushing that off of the mezzanine and onto the floor. Taking maybe bludgeoning damage if it's far enough.
Is that what you're intending on doing?
I mean, if it's pulling it towards me, it
Yeah.
would be straight off of the side.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, yeah, there will be some bludgeoning damage. So it's 11 points there, and then we will do full damage. How much is full damage now?
D6 for every 10 feet.
Yeah, I was going to say it's got to be. So we'll do that. So that's 5 points of bludgeoning damage to Jirak and the mimic.
Cool, and we're going to spend my movement to crouch down under the bar.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn. Thank you.
Wonderful. Octavius.
Oh Christ! I will pull out a sling bullet, and I will cast catapult.
Okay. Dexterity. Be a Oh yeah, because it's into prone, so that's okay. That's a 12, so that's 15 points of bludgeoning, yeah?
Yep, correct.
Okay, Summer.
Yeah. Remind me how far everyone is away from me.
I would say it's still for you guys about 20 feet, due to Goplana pulling it down off of the mez. So on the ground level, it's still about 20 feet.
20 feet? I can get there.
Of course you can.
Of course I can. And I will do this one.
Yep.
Is your quarterstaff called Twiggy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then I'll also do my
No, that's fine.
No.
That's enough for you
Oh,
to put
okay.
him down. However, as this door mimic falls, loosely giving way to the grip over Jirak, 2 cauldron chairs begin to make their way over from the corner towards you. Be our guest, made. See these loafers from the golfers. Yeah. So there are now 2. They're from where Summer and Jirak now are. They are 10 feet from them. So I would say they're 10 feet from anyone that hasn't moved closer.
Okay. Fuck.
Oh my god.
I give a shifty eye to all the other chairs in the room.
So that was Summers. That's their turn. They continue moving towards you, Jirak. One of them, two of them.
They have advantage because I'm prone, don't they?
They do. The weird, well, the mimic that was over you is now like almost like degrading around you, like it just turning into like wet mush on the floor. So
like Play-Doh when you've mixed two of the colours together.
yeah, not nice. So one is going to pseudopod you. There. That is.
Hello, kitten.
One is going to bite. There. So the pseudopod is 21 to hit.
That is going to hit.
Okay. That is for 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And you are now stuck to this pseudopod mimic, this cauldron chair. And the other is a 15 to the... Oh, he has advantage, I forgot. Because you're prone. Let me roll that again. Should really do the other one as well. It's a 23 for the
Yep,
bite.
that's also going to hit. Am I grappled by two of them now at once?
No. One was a pseudopod and one was a bite.
Okay, all right.
So the bite.
So the bite
is
doesn't
for,
grapple.
9 piercing and 8 points of acid damage.
Ooh, I am going to absorb the elements of that acid.
Okay.
So I'm actually at 50. Okay, cool. And I have absorb elements. So I absorb some of the acid damage.
Okay, and it is now your turn.
You spells. Okay, so so I'm gonna bonus action. The one that's like grappling me. Is it grappled or restrained?
It's restrained, I believe.
Ah, fuck. That's the bad one. Does it look like if I got bigger, I would like tear out of this thing's stickiness?
It's hard to tell.
Don't like that answer.
I mean, there's not a lot of room in this tavern for you to get to that.
Yeah, I figured it would be a
But yeah,
it would be a what's Alice in Wonderland situation.
kind of.
Okay, I am going to bonus action Hunter's Mark, the one that is restraining me, and then attack it once with the Blood Spear. So comes off the back.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy. Oh wait, sorry, I forgot to do Hunter's Mark, and so that would be so 17 plus 5, and then also absorb elements. I'll discharge on the first attack. Why not? So ignore that 4. So sick.
Okay.
Total of 23 points of damage.
Got it.
And then second attack, same again, except slightly less interesting. Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Oh, lovely. Then another 19 points of damage, just like jabbing straight down at the thing attached to my arm, like, don't like it, don't like it, don't like it.
Good damage. Okay.
This could be my turn.
Goplana. So you saw Jirak fall from above with this door just flopped over him, really biting him. That dies from the onslaught of attacks that come on, and then out of nowhere, these two cauldron chairs come over and start attacking Durac again.
Cool. I'll look at one and. Do I want to play that game? No, I'll blight it again. I have time. It's fine. DC 15 again, please, for a con save.
God damn.
Yeah, that's good. Con save. That's a 14.
That's 31 points of damage.
Which one are you doing that to?
The one that doesn't look as injured.
Okay, so the one that bit Durac instead. So
Yeah.
31 points of damage. Yeah, nice. Okay.
And then if it's still standing, I'll Thorn Whip again.
Good.
I'm assuming that hits.
I don't know, it hasn't come up on mine. 26, yes.
26. And then that's 9 points of damage, and then I'm going to hide back down below the bar.
Okay. Good to know.
Cool. That's the other.
Octavius.
Could I move into a place where both the mimics are within 5 foot of me, and no friendlies are?
No. You can get into 5 feet of one, but you would be out of you'd be about 10 foot away from the other.
Not worth it then. I am going to be boring and cast catapult again.
Okay.
On the one that is holding Durac.
Okay, good to know.
DC 17 dex.
That's an 8.
18 bludgeoning.
And that's enough to put that one down.
Oh, thank God. I really would like to not be eaten.
Like alleviates around your neck, and you just see like this chair kind of like buckle under its own kind of legs and just like flop to a mess on the floor.
And then I'm going to cast Infestation on the other one.
Okay, cool.
And they're going to represent termites.
Nice. Con save. That's a 10.
Cool. It takes 2 damage, big 2,
Yep.
and it moves 5 feet in a random direction.
Okay. I'll say I'll just move over to the corner of the bar. So it's actually now closer to Goplana's area than to Jirac's.
Gee, great.
Summer.
You're welcome.
How far from it am I now? Or am I still
10 feet?
10 feet? Nice. Nice. And
12 is its AC, so you just
oh, nice.
Just. Yep, it's still standing, just looks a bit messy.
And I'll do my extra attack.
Nice, 22 will definitely hit. And is that with the necrotic damage included there, is it?
Well, I'm punching as I've got my thing on. Yeah.
Okay, and that is enough to put that one down. As the final cauldron chair dies, the wall on the back wall, where the entrance door was, kind of does like this weird like panel flip. It kind of just goes and like the panels kind of flip around, and the entrance door is there.
Wait, the entrance door, you can go through it now?
Yeah, it's reappeared. So where there was like a brick wall, where the door was, the after this mimic dies, like the whole wall in almost like a panel formation seems to like flip, like in separate panels. It's almost like tiling. It just kind of.
We're gonna have to go through the door again, aren't we? Right. Okay.
Well, it was completely harmless last time. I say,
Yeah.
covered in goo.
I'm gonna cast oh, not that. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Jirak at level 1, and then right then, are we going through?
I'll go first.
Is the chandelier exactly the same as it was before?
Yep.
So still pointing to the door.
Yep.
I'm gonna just stab all the doors that we didn't try and open.
Well, all the ones upstairs.
Yeah, all 7 of them.
Don't tempt fate.
Stab, 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 stab.
Now we have 7 mimics to kill.
That depends. Is Nick going to be mean?
Hey, I didn't design this game.
Do any of them come to life and attack us?
No, you just like start prying out splinters of wood.
Yeah, fuck you. I start like doing that, like jutting my chin out thing and puffing up my chest. And what? Didn't even hurt.
I'm
Like-
surrounded by idiots.
I rolled my shoulder a little bit where I landed funny on the way down. And I just like, you see the videos of people just like walking off the edge of a diving board, and they sort of just like Mr. Game and Watch in getting knocked out of Smash, just like freeze in the air and just sort of spin into the void. I will do this. Just walk out the front door.
Yeah, I'll follow. Yeah, that's my better judgment, but yeah. What have we
Yeah.
got to lose today?
Limbs.
Our
Wait,
life,
hang
our
on.
money.
People go through before I do. Have people come through into this room? Because are there any skeletons on the floor? Because people kept leaving.
Nope.
There's nothing.
Did the mimics look
There's
malnourished?
literally nothing in this room. Other now than the pools of dead mimic remains. There's no sign of anyone passing through or being through this location.
Fine, I'll go through the door. This isn't going to be good.
As you pass through this door, you enter like the dark space, and in front of you in this dark void there is an arc of light in front of you, and a really bad smell in the air. A smell like almost like a chicken's nest that hasn't been cleaned out, like that wet, damp, like hay kind of smell. And as you
Perception check for giant chickens.
there's no giant chickens.
Okay, good. We're safe.
Chicken
I
Illuminati.
mean, you can't really see anything here, even with a 19. The only thing you would be able to see with a perception of 19 is that the archway of light, as you get closer, it looks like it's gnawed on wood. And you can see beyond the archway of light that there is an expanse, almost like it's almost portal-like, but it's not swirling. There's no magical essence about it. But the expanse is the ground is like a vast desert that is like really, like, you know, when you see pictures of like Africa where like the dirt is so dry that it's like cracking.
Yeah, like the salt flats.
Yeah, it's like that, but it's like the cracking is uniformed. Like there's a pattern to it, like a consistency. It's not like just random cracks. There seems to be like drive or direction to like the marks, and it's like uniformed.
Like they're all like coming from one place.
It kind of. I mean, the vast is so the massive vast open plain is so big that it's hard to tell, but you can see that these uniform like cracks are deep and are clearly not safe to walk on. You can also notice, like just in the distances and the surrounding areas, that there are like a canopy of tree trunks or like tree-like trunks, and just an expanse of this like vast open space.
Mm.
The other thing to point out here is that it is extremely hot, and you begin to feel hungry again, surprisingly.
Right. If we're feeling hungry, I'm going to cast Goodberry and see if anything, and then like eat one and see if it does anything.
Before you do that, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. No.
Nope. Sure thing. So you cast Goodberry?
Yeah, and I'll eat one, see if anything's.
I mean, it
Does
kind
it
of
fill me
does
up?
the
Like
job,
it's
but
good?
it doesn't seem like enough.
Huh. Okay. Don't like that.
Okay. We should I guess head to the trees. And I'm
Yeah.
going to step out onto the cracked, sandy, muddy thing,
And it's
but avoiding
completely
any
dry.
cracks.
Yeah, it's completely dry. As you're avoiding the like any kind of cracks, can you do me as you step out into this expanse? Can you also do me a perception check, please? There is something you do notice, as again your belly is kind of notifying you that the heat here is extreme. I feel hungry. I need to eat. Goplana's eating bloody good berries. Like you're looking around for food. Um, you notice that there is a basketball-sized hunk of uh, of like dry-looking bread at the base of one of these tree trunks, and there's quite a lot of them. In fact, it almost looks like wherever there is like a base of this tree trunk, like these tree trunks, you can see there are like these basketball-sized hunks of dried bread.
I point this out to everyone.
If this is face shit, we shouldn't be eating it.
If you're pointing it out to everyone else, I will allow everyone else who's interested to roll a perception check with advantage.
Okay. One sec.
Call me Taylor Swift. I'm feeling 22.
I can't roll today. This is going great.
Best joke ever.
I'm gonna hazard a guess. You said the archway looked like it was like scratched out, right? It was like it was
gnawed away.
gnawed away.
It
Yeah.
looks like, yeah.
I'm gonna guess whatever gnawed away the wall is the same thing as eating these basketball-sized chunks of bread.
It's funny you say that.
Oh dear.
Oh.
As as Octavius points this out to you, and you are moving in the direction of these basketball-sized hunks of dried bread. You see peering from behind one of these tree trunks a series of extremely giant mice. 6 of them, in fact. They are huge, like more giant than you would have established a giant, in quotation marks, mouse or rat. These are probably as big as like a dragon sort size.
Jesus
They're
fuck.
massive. You could ride them as a mount. They're like 3 times bigger than a horse.
My God. Fucking all of us could fit on one of them. Oh, do they all look the same?
Yeah,
Like, identical the same?
yeah.
I'll speak with animals. Why not?
Well, as they notice you, and you're walking towards their direction, they kind of all like twitchily kind of gaze and move and skulk towards you, and you hear a and one of them kind of bounds towards you extremely fast, rushes
Yeah.
towards you, and as it gets within maybe 15 feet, it kind of skids along, stops right in front of you. Goplana, it kind of touches your nose, and its whiskers like twitching, sniffing. Is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, I'll cast speak with animals and say,
Okay.
"Hi, you have magnificent whiskers."
You, you, you mice? You don't look like mice.
I can look like
And looks
mice.
at the other ones is like, are these mice? Like,
Yes.
more mice?
Yes.
Can I throw my voice and say yes?
And then you hear the other ones like, they must be them fey mice we heard about. It's like, are you guys fey mice?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Oh, no. But the last fey mice, no, we're not doing this. I told you.
We're
no,
very
I'm
good,
not trusting them. The last lot of fey mice that came through here didn't keep their word. I'm not doing it.
Well, how about I give you what you want beforehand, and then we can deal, because I'm quite good with my word. I keep my word.
You're gonna keep your word.
I promise. On his life, and I'll point at Jirak.
I without knowing what's going on, I just nod and put 2 thumbs up.
So you're here to get rid of our enemy, right?
Yes. Please
So,
refresh my memory.
well,
I was in a car crash.
it's
You
been
know.
a long while, but you may notice that a lot of us are really on edge.
Yeah. Okay.
Our queen has died.
I'm
Been
sorry
killed,
to
in
hear
fact.
That is
There's
regrettable.
a really dangerous predator around here. He's big. It's black. It's been terrorizing us for weeks and months. In fact, years. I don't even know anymore. Like you can help us.
Yes. Would it be by any chance called Onyx?
Guys, she knows Onyx. The famous know about Onyx, and they kind of all like, oh my god.
We've been Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Did
We have. Oh, right. Okay.
I pick up the nearest breadcrumb, and I like scratch a cat's face into it, like :3, and turn it around and like point at it, and then put 2 thumbs down and go no, and then like smash it over my knee.
You're kind of just like looking in awe.
Seeing them be in awe, I'm just going to start flexing.
Well, it's all fair and well that you can help us, but you're quite small. You're not going to be able to make your way through here. Like, have you seen this place? It's huge.
You could help us with that.
Well, I don't know. See, I really want to trust you, but you see, you're not the first Fey mice that have come through here and said that they're, going to help.
What can I do to assure you?
I mean, I'm not sure there's much you can do, but if you're able to keep us safe from Onyx, then, I mean, that's a start, right?
I'm going to produce flame in my hand and say, we can keep you safe if you help us get to Onyx.
I'm not entirely sure that that's quite enough. And he kind of like pinches, like, almost like a size meter, and his claws are like bigger than your head.
Oh dear.
Like,
okay.
I mean, it doesn't mean that you. I mean, you Fey mice are so like nice and upfront, and then when it comes to the crunch, yeah, not so much.
Did you see those big things over there? The big door that fell off of the top circle in this house thing?
You're losing them.
I'm really losing myself, mate.
She kind of like is looking back to the rest of the group for like reassurance. It's like,
should we
Right,
trust these
okay.
guys? They sound nuts.
Right. We are. Oh, here we go. We are temps. We solve problems for a living. We are mercenaries. We have been together for many, many years. We are.
I'm doing like a an arena arena walk, just like showing off how strong we are and like acting out like us fighting bad guys in the background.
I'm standing there looking at them like going, the fuck?
You've got the same.
I
face
mouth. He's not with us.
Yep.
Thing is, you can't. Can you understand this? Because we're going squeak,
Nope.
squeak, 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 squeak.
Nope. You're just going squeak, squeak, and he's doing some muscles and stuff.
And lots of thumbs up, and muscles, and like stabbing motions and cheering.
We have taken on many, many a foe. We have killed necromancers, bringing horror to these lands. I think that if you help us, we can protect you rather well. And we will get rid of this Onyx, if that helps. And then maybe you can show
us for like reassurance. Looks back at you, sniffs like at your nose again, whiskers tickling your face. It's like, sure, why not?
Cool, awesome. Lego. Can we like ride on your back to get there, or how are we doing this?
Have you got a better idea? I mean, unless like fair mice can fly, can you fly? I mean, that would be really great if you could fly. I'm guessing the long pause is a no. Sure.
I can
fly
wild. I can change and fly if you guys want to fly.
You can give us wings, like all of us.
Oh.
Really?
I'm going to cast.
You pulling my leg?
Polymorph. I'd like to cast polymorph.
On who?
Can I give him wings just with it?
Oh my god! How?
You can turn them into like a normal sized bird. If we're so small,
I mean, you're
turn them into like a pigeon, right?
Yeah.
A pigeon would be fucking massive.
Well, you say that it might just turn him into like a U-sized pigeon.
Oh my
It
god, that'd be
says-
so funny.
It just says into a new form. I'm just gonna give him wings that are big enough to let him fly.
Okay,
This is a great waste of a spell. I don't even care.
it's amazing. It's amazing that this is even happening. So yeah, you give him polymorph. So you literally only change the form to give him wings. I'm guessing. So
Yeah.
he's now a flying mouse, right?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. So just one thing. The mental stat of a mouse, given the fact that he's not built for flight at all.
Shit.
Are you ever seen when a bird has hurt its wing or like injured itself in a way that it can't fly, but it still tries to fly?
Yeah.
That is now what's happening.
God damn it. It was such a good idea.
He's like, I don't think this is working for me. Like, I appreciate what you've done, but yeah, this is great. I've got wings, guys. I've got wings. Like the other mice are just like almost like awkwardly thumbs upping, like
In a circle, just like clapping politely.
Can you beat them? See if you can. And I'm gonna make like the flying motion with my arms.
He does it
and see
with
if you
his
can fly.
arms, not his wings.
Focus on the wings and like because they're part of you now, and now like beat them really hard. See if you can get.
He's just like flaps awkwardly. Like no, it's not. This isn't working for me. Like, I mean, again, thanks. I guess.
So I can't even drop the spell.
Maybe I
So
can learn it one day. Maybe I'll get the hang of it. I don't know.
exactly.
I mean,
That's
birds,
the
birds are
spirit.
bigger than us. They can fly. I mean, how hard can it be? I mean, it's not like their bones are hollow.
No, not at all. We're gonna go and deal with Onyx now.
I mean, I would recommend maybe just avoiding him. I mean, we can get out of here. We can help you get out of here, and you can keep us safe that way. But I mean, taking him on, like head on, I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay, so if we're getting you out, we could just leave, I suppose, and you could come with us.
Sure. I mean, you guys look like shit. No disrespect. I mean, you
I would disagree. That's very disrespectful.
You look like kind of really rough. Like you've.
We've had a tough few days. I'm not gonna lie. It's been we need therapy. So
I mean,
quicker we can get to
rest
that
up
therapy.
this place right here, right now. I mean, it's kind of safe for the moment. I mean, we could rest up, and we're kind of hungry, so we were just about to eat, and then you guys came through our home.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's fine.
Right, should we stay here then, guys?
I mean, not too long. I wouldn't suggest staying long, but quick stay.
I'm hungry. Could eat.
And the food in this place gives us good long rests, regardless of their
And
little
one
chip.
of them just like palms off like this, like piece of dried bread towards you.
We could break. I'll break
like
it up
there's
into.
like a giant black curly hair that comes like hangs off of it.
Oh, I'll take off the hair and I'll split it up into 4 and like take a bite and see if it does anything.
It's food.
Does it have the same kind of properties as the one that? It's just bad bread, guys.
Yeah, it's really dry bread.
I'm not gonna.
There's a
say
fucking
that.
lot of it though. If it's basketball sized, like
Yep, there's a damn lot of bread.
I can I used to be able to eat an entire loaf of bread in one sitting, and that would like knock me out for a day. So I think we're good for a while with a basketball-sized loaf of bread. Won't be very happy, but
Ooh,
better than nothing.
maybe we should take it with us and eat it as we go.
What if it comes back to regular size, like when we come out? I'm just going to start picking up bits of bread and putting it in the bag of holding.
Oh my god.
We can start a...
You're filling my bag with crumbs.
No, my bag, the shitty one. Don't worry. Just shoving these massive things of bread in.
Okay. So you kind of rest up, have a quick snack, so to speak, and like the light that comes in from this expanse, you'd expect there to be like an order of daytime, nighttime, but it's not, and like it soon becomes dark, but there are moments where it's like dark and then it's light again, and then it's dark and then it's light again, but it's like there's a smooth transition, but it's not like there's no pattern to it.
Can I look up and see if I can spot the chandelier?
Sure you can.
Like where the sun would be or whatever?
I mean, you know where it would be.
Mm.
So
Because it's still going to be pointing towards the front door, right?
yeah, well,
Ideally.
in this expanse you can't see the door, but
Yeah. But like, if we can see the constellation, I mean, it does point at the door. If it points the same way, fingers
go
crossed.
ahead and make me a perception check.
Perception. 16. I'm rolling like dog shit on my perception today. I don't think I've rolled one. I rolled one that was above 10.
There is a moment when it is darker in the room. You kind of see a light, but you're not entirely sure if it is what you're hoping it is. But it is kind of off way in the distance.
So I think, in terms of where we should go, I'm thinking then if we
I mean,
go.
do you guys know a way out? Because we've not found any other ways out. So do you know a way out?
Yeah. We just follow the what are they called? The cliff wall, I guess. We should find it eventually. Might take us a little while.
Cool.
I mean, we should be able to, from logic, figure out where it is because we knew where the Lana went and saw where the cat was getting the mice from, so we just know from there which direction the door
That's
should
a
be.
point. Which way was it? At Nick.
It is most definitely in the direction of where the light would have been seen.
All right, we'll go that way. I'll point and suggest we'll go there.
Okay, I guess grab on.
I'm gonna climb onto the one with the wings. Be like, we ride.
We ride to dawn. Yeah, it's that scene from Thor Ragnarok where, like, there's all the people like descending from heaven to fight Hela, but they're all fucking they're mice instead of Pegasus. Oh dear.
Okay, so you are now bounded and mounted onto whichever mice you choose to bind onto the back of, and they go like the clappers. You can feel the breeze in your hair blowing like no other horse that you've ridden before, much faster than any horse you've been on the back of. They really do go for it. But they do it in a way that they scurry to one place, pause, scurry to another place, and it's this zigzag kind of motion that occurs for them to get across this expanse. And you travel for quite a period of time, it seems. And you come across like underneath the canopies of like these chairs that you've now come to realize are chairs, not a canopy of trees. And you hear like a very loud bang, like and then the rushing of water or fluid, and you see peering, and you're all heading in the same direction. You see beginning to fall from over the side of one of these chairs, like a waterfall of amber liquid just gushing down. The mice are not stopping; they're still heading in that direction. So first of all, we'll start off with Goplana. What do you do?
I'm going to using the wings like a steering wheel. I'm gonna like pull left, I guess, away so I can like steer them around the amber, the beer, and like steer them back around as well.
Okay. As you're doing that, we will have a animal handling check, please.
I'm not proficient in this. Oh, okay, cool.
Wonderful, yeah. So you kind of see this amber liquid come down, start spilling all over the floor, down like a waterfall. You rapidly like tug on like one of the wings, like grip one of the wings, and the mouse instinctively just turns and avoids the amber liquid. Jirak, you're heading in the same direction. What do you do?
I'm going to. I think because I'm gonna guess I'm not on the same mouse as Lana, so I don't have like a wing to yank or whatever. I think if I wanted to kick it to turn, I pull out, I like shove my hand in my bag, snap off a bit of breadcrumb, and like throw it off to the side, and then like just hold on really tight.
Okay, so you chuck over a piece of bread in the opposite direction to try and help.
I'm going for carrot rather than stick.
Okay, let's go with a dexterity check, please.
Okie dokie. Check or save?
Check.
Sweet. 13.
Yeah. Okay. You manage to throw it. You narrowly avoid it to the point where like you get a little bit of like splashback on like the side, and you can smell this liquid that it smells rancid. But you.
Oh, it's not beer. Oh, good. My first idea was.
You don't know.
Okay, all right. My first idea was to like turn my head upwards and just open my mouth, but I realized it might be piss, so I thought it's probably a bad idea.
And then we'll go with Octavius.
I'm going to dig my heels into the rat to try and make it speed up rather than turn.
Okay.
Kind of a yeah sort of thing.
Okay. So you're just heading it straight on.
But trying to get it faster to get it before it hits, sort of thing.
Okay, sure. Let's go with another animal handling check then, please.
Oh yeah, +0. Come on.
So you kind of like go yar and like kick or like squeeze, like grip in with your heels, and the mouse just kind of tilts its head and carries on at the same speed. You do take 9 points of well, at this stage it would just be bludgeoning damage because it's just a heavy load of fluid just like pounding down onto your form. I do need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please. As both you and the mouse come through, the mouse tumbles and rolls. You manage to just cling on as this mouse rolls across the floor, stops, slumped a bit, kind of corrects itself, shakes its fur, and like tries to get rid of any sort of damp that it can. Makes quite a tumble noise. There's clearly a thud and a roll across the floor. Summer, please be awake. Please be unmuted. What do you do?
I'm awake. I'm also very confused. The last thing I remember hearing properly is Lana giving a rat wings.
You are riding a mouse on the back of a mouse, and you're heading towards a waterfall of amber liquid that's spilling over a side of a chair canopy.
Ah. Is it we?
Who knows?
Probably we.
You've just witnessed Octavius bound through it headfirst on the mouse, but then tumble off to the side.
I mean, I'd probably think that someone would just follow what he's doing without, because obviously he's not going to fuck up until after she's already gone. I'll do what you're doing. And then realise, oh shit.
Okay, so you're just heading straight for it.
Yeah.
Are you trying to increase pace or anything, or are you staying at the same pace?
I'll try and go a little bit faster.
Okay, another animal handling check, then, please.
Oh, pardon me. Christ.
Okay, with a 22, you see Octavius kind of speed up, and as he's speeding up, you speed up too. He goes through it, tumbles off to the side. As he breaks like the curtain of fluid, you kind of like pass through just as the fluid breaks, and then parts, and then comes back together once you're through. But you do successfully pass through.
Hey.
And as you guys are traveling through this expanse again, through the canopy, you do see suddenly a blackened shadow that moves rapidly across the sky of this area.
Get off that.
You also hear another crash of crashing sound from around you, as you see from above cups and furniture pieces kind of come from over the tabletops, and you can see giant chess pieces falling from above. I need you each to make dexterity check saving throws. Sorry. Okay. It probably makes sense that Octavius didn't succeed, as the mouse is correcting itself, trying to right its body. You do get a chess piece falls down and clips the back of the mouse and kind of spins the mouse out a little bit. So you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
And the mice begin to be panicked because they think that what you can only assume to be Onyx is on the prowl, and they begin to rush and now really start to panic. They come across a kind of an awkward corner, and they all rush into the corner and begin to stop and hide, and they're like, guys, this isn't good. I think he's on the prowl. I think we should probably maybe hunker down for a bit and just wait for him to pass.
I'm gonna pull Jack and Octavius to the side for a moment, and I'm gonna say to them, hold that thought. And I'm gonna. Do we have any languages in common?
I've got common, draconic, dwarvish, orcish, and I think giant and infernal. Holy shit!
That's a no then. Okay, I'm gonna just very, 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 very quietly just murmur. I still have that mouse that means I'm friend of Onyx. And if I'm friend, we might be able to get through.
What if you try and pull it out of the bag of holding and it goes back to the size it is here?
Yeah.
Then it will be funny.
It would be very funny. Yeah, you're not wrong.
So I could
Well,
try and give that wings too.
So there's two ways we can go about this. Like, we could be upfront and say, you know, we know who Onyx is, because I personally fan of cats. So I don't necessarily want to kill a big cat.
Your trinket around your neck, Jirak, begins to vibrate, and you can hear
I put it up to my ear.
almost like a purring.
Yes, obviously, yeah. I like go for a minute and like talking to it, like, yeah, of course I'd never kill a cat. Like muttering to myself. I come back, so I can pass without trace. Maybe we'd have some luck hiding from Onyx. I mean, that's gonna fix the issue pretty quick if we never even come into contact with them. But if we do, what's the plan? Are you gonna try and charm the cat?
I mean, the he was very adamant the fact that the mouse meant friend. So, and I have to speak with animals. I can always tell him I'm the woman he gave a mouse to, and I'll show him it and hope for the best. And
We just have to hope that mouse you have in your pocket isn't their queen.
Oh fuck! Whoops. Yeah. We're gonna get eaten by mice, aren't we?
I refuse to be eaten by a mouse. I refuse.
You don't want to be.
No, I refuse to be eaten by a mouse. It's not going to happen. I'm stubborn to a fault. I refuse to be eaten by a mouse. I can cast animal friendship. I'm going to throw it in chat really quick just to see if it. What does this do?
It's at this point you guys are discussing that the mice are like huddling around each other and like try to really wedge themselves into like a corner of underneath wherever this is and like start to try and sleep.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace and like, you know, all the shadows lengthen and cover them up. Say this should keep them away for a little while. If can't kill you, if it can't find you, and then go back to the group. So, how smart is a cat? Is it intelligence 4 or higher? Because if so, we're fucked. But I might be able to charm it, and then it wouldn't. You know, then it would consider us close personal friends. I think is how charmed works. So use that, and then we don't even need to bother with the mice. We can just hitch a ride on Onyx to the front door.
I feel bad for just leaving them high and dry, and they've said that they've been fucked over before, and we're not Fae. So I feel like I kind of feel bad. I've given one of them wings.
I could convince the cat to just leave us alone then. Maybe.
Yeah.
Is there anything you could do to make it like more likely to work?
I can talk to said cat, and I have mouse.
That's true. Yeah, the component is a morsel of food, so like that little mouse might.
We have bread.
Work.
You have many pieces of bread in your.
Cats don't eat fucking bread. Kegger's statue starts to like flail violently. Yeah, I'm telling her that you don't like bread.
Yeah,
Kegger doesn't like bread. Kegger is representative of all cats. apart from the size thing. Well, either way, I
Yeah.
think we have to hunker down for now.
Yeah. I reckon we just go for it. Octavius, any ideas? Summer, any ideas? Otherwise, we're fucked.
Not really. No. I mean, especially if you've used your one polymorph, then
I can do it at level 5.
Oof.
because I mean, what you could have done would be turn one of these mice into a dog.
Hey now.
There once was a woman who swallowed a fly.
You know that's too much like critical thinking. I told you at the start of this, I'm not very good at finding.
I said, and I quote, I've been doing lots of Sudoku, but if there's anything else, we're fucked. Oh boy.
Else, I mean, I can turn us invisible, but not the mice.
Worst comes to worst.
And I mean, if we're where I think we are, we're not really near the door yet.
You can
Also
see
might
the
be going
door
the wrong
in distance,
direction.
but it is probably still quite far to travel.
I could hear me out here. I could hallucinatory terrain it,
Ooh.
and we could pass through it unnoticed, and we could just go straight through to the door, and then we wouldn't even have to deal with Onyx.
I like that idea.
Ooh, how big of an area does hallucinatory?
300 foot.
Is that 300 our feet or 300 real feet?
Hmm.
You know, that's a good idea. That's a very good question.
I'm gonna cast what? Do we have any spells that like AoE? Like a fireball or something?
I
Oh,
mean,
fireball's a bad one. Not fireball.
I have thunderclap, but then Onyx will definitely know where we are.
Oh, I've got an idea. So, hypothetically, if I'm going to go up to the mouse that has wings and say, "Hey, buddy."
Asleep.
Fuck. Are any of them awake?
Nope.
Shit.
You can
Do
wake
you
them.
think a big mouse would scare off a cat? Like, I've seen a rat, like a big fucking rat, fight a dog before. So do you think like a really big fuck off mouse could fight a? Because like I could make myself big and make the mouse big and like ride into battle against a cat and just try and shoo it away.
This is a terrible idea, and I love it.
I mean, if we why don't we just sneak to the door? If the bloody rats are asleep, then either we hunker down or we, rather than trying to go up against Onyx, we just go. I mean, I'm assuming we're smaller than these rats, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
what
let's be honest. Worst comes to worst, we can kill a fucking cat, right? I don't want to, but like if it tries to kill us,
Yeah, but
I'm all for self-defense.
can you kill a cat that's 12 times the size of you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like, say, the size of, 6 times the size of a dragon.
Piss, mate. Killed a dragon before. Like Jarek's eyes go wide and he has like a 1,000-yard stare. I think, kind of, in an alternate timeline.
did we kill it? Did
We-
we?
Well,
I mean, it was more you ran away with a tail between your legs like a scared child.
Fuck you.
We didn't, did we? We got forcibly dragged away, but you know.
We should have killed it. Is my point. It's like I personally came away absolutely scar-free And like one of my eyes wells up with tears. Absolutely fine, no problem. But that was just a dream.
Denial. Okay.
Yeah, he's so far up denial. He's in Cairo.
Shut up, you specky twats.
What
Lana doesn't even
the
have glasses.
actual fuck?
I assumed you would say that to
While
me.
you're
To be
doing
fair.
this, you do notice a very large black shadow cross over the canopy of where you are hiding.
Let's hope that pass without trace works, eh, gang?
Shit.
I say we leave the rats because it's going after rats, and if
See.
it comes for us, as long as we're not near the rats, we can reveal the queen rat and say, "Hey, look, we're your friend."
Okay, the rats have +10 to stealth checks.
What's a +10 to a stealth check? You metagaming
It's
bitch.
it's again this levels thing. You just don't get it, and I like put a hand lovingly on Lana's shoulder.
You've involved rats in. Oh my
No,
god!
I'm saying if they were to be involved, they would have a +10 to stealth.
That's not what it sounded like. You said they do have. I mean, what you do
Well,
in
they
your
do
own
now. I've
time,
cast a
but
spell.
I mean,
It's up to them if they want to use it. I assume they are, but they are also asleep, so you know.
I'm going to smack Jarek up the back of the head.
Ow! I deserve that.
Thud lands near the ground just by where you are, and the size of Onyx is almost godly. It is like by far the largest moving creature you've ever seen.
I put my hand out and go.
It's too far for you to reach. It's at least maybe 300 foot from where you are.
I'm just gonna like sort of pat the ground and just gonna.
It bats one of the chess pieces that hit the floor, and is like playing around with it, completely unawares by you.
which direction is the door compared to it?
I would say from Onyx is sort of off to the right hand side. From where you are currently, the door is over to the left.
Guys, I have an idea.
I'm going to start sneaking off.
I mean, it's difficult terrain because it's still that same sort of groove texture where it's all cracked and deep ridges and so on. And the door is at least from where you've just come from to where you'd be heading. It's at least another day's travel at your size.
I'm going to, the cracks in the floorboards that you were describing. You said that if it's really dangerous to us go near them, could I hypothetically fit in one?
You could probably get stuck in one.
Yes. I do that.
You get stuck in.
I'm going to use my hand axe as an ice climbing pick, and just jink into the side of the crevasse, and just sort of jimmy myself in there.
Okay.
And lie prone.
Okay.
I'm going to change. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm going to change into an ant.
Not another cat?
What, a tiny little cat?
Well, maybe. Okay. You are.
I'm going to change into a kitten. Well, cat.
Is
It'll
that
be
what
the same
you do?
size as a kitten. Can I be a giant cat?
I mean, you can be a giant cat in comparison to your own height.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to be a giant cat in comparison to my own height.
You are the size in comparison. You are your size, but you are the size of a Maine Coon, but not a real the rats. The mice are still way bigger than you.
It's not even that big for a cat.
You are still a small-sized animal.
Not even like a mountain lion or anything.
Like if a real-sized ant would have come out of the woodwork, that would be bigger than you are.
I should have just stuck with ant, to be quite honest.
Then
I'm
you
going to
would
go
have
and
been
sit by
a
giraffe and
U-sized
use
ant.
my teeth.
Like you would have
I'm
been
just-
like whatever an ant
Microscopic.
would have been. Yeah, you would have been microscopic.
You're like
Even an
standing on
ant
one
to an
atom
ant.
of
Giraffe
wood.
in the crack of shame.
Welcome to the crack of shame. It is cozy and warm.
By this point,
There's nothing
Onyx
but
is
us in the
bored
darkness.
doing whatever he's doing 300 feet away, and has kind of disappeared into the canopy again.
Success. I try and leave the crack.
Tried to leave.
I try my best.
So you stand up in the crack, and you try and like lodge yourself up. Can you make me a dexterity check?
Roll hot for me. Hey!
Fair enough. Yep, you manage to kind of lodge. Your foot gets caught a little bit. Kind of have to shuffle your boot.
Yeah, it's my bad ankle that I caught on the door earlier.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, well, you know me, expert at cracks. Octavius, where'd you go? I I just
So,
pivot on.
First of all,
on the spot.
if you're a cat gobliner, what do you do?
Oh, this is going to be a stupid idea. Can I like wedge myself like legs against the wall, and then turn myself back into a half elf?
You're gonna try and Van Damme it.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible up in the corner of the room. Oh my god.
Sure.
Do I fall?
You have to make a dexterity check.
Can I give her the help action to like just mostly try and yank her out?
Sure.
Consider yourself advantaged. Hey.
Indeed. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's still like hundreds of these cracks. You've literally just kind of just moved over a floorboard, if that.
Okay, hear me out here.
I'm hearing.
I can change into a giant eagle, and we can fly our way out of here.
Oh, that's
Fuck
such a good idea. That's
Way
Can
out.
you carry all of us and
Don't-
travel for a full day? Well, maybe 3/4 of a day at the speed of an eagle.
I have an addition to make to this idea. How many people can a giant eagle carry, Nick? Approximately.
I'd have to check stats. Hold on.
They're large
1.5.
size, I think.
I don't think there'd be very many.
It's,
Mm.
it,
No.
It's usually
like
considered
1.5.
2. It's like 1 in each
Yeah, I was
claw
gonna
or
say
whatever.
1 or 2.
Now,
So
what
there's
if
3 of
what if
us.
that bird was to be exactly one size larger?
I mean,
'Cause,
it does mean we will also be more able to be seen by the giant cat.
And what, bitch? We're 300 feet in the air.
Have you never
Right.
seen a cat jump up and try
Cat
and
ain't got
catch-
hops. Cat ain't got hops. No sorry.
Are you planning to? Are you? They're betraying guys. I told you they weren't to be trusted. They're talking about leaving us.
Sorry. Did we abandon you while you were asleep?
We didn't abandon you. You was just there.
No. Did we abandon you when you were asleep?
Have you not noticed these things?
What
Look,
thing?
we have not abandoned you. Therefore, we're not going to abandon you. We're coming up with ideas.
We're coming
Blue
with
sky
ideas.
thinking.
And if I'm big, I can carry you too. So leave.
We're big on open discussion in
Yeah.
our little gang. You're an
Yeah.
honorary member of the Temps.
It's kind of
What
just
is
like
your
looking
name?
shifty eyes.
Do you have a name? That is a good question.
Mousy.
Just squeak.
Theodore.
I go round. How many mouse are there?
6.
Okay. Spot, Scratch, Whiskers, Squeak, Mousy, and Mickey. Done. Okay, so Squeak is the one with wings, obviously. Let's think. Why don't we just fucking go? Let's do it. Piss. I've got. There's still approximately 10 times better at stealth checks than they were before, at hiding than they were before. My magic has made them obscured and such. Worst comes to worst, we can. I can make one of them big and try and scare away the cat. Or, even better, make the cat smaller, and then it's like they all got bigger.
Cool, let's do that.
Actually, oh wait, fuck. Oh, this is good. Duration, instantaneous. Oh,
Black
that's
shadow
incredibly.
crosses the canopy once again. By this
How-
point, about an hour has passed since you've been under this canopy. And summer seems to vanish from sight.
So it's a day on our feet. How long would it be on Mousefoot?
No, it's about a day's travel given how far you've already travelled, so that would be on Mouseback.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
Wait, it's a day on Mouseback?
Oh, yes.
I thought you said it was a day if we were walking.
No, compared to how you've travelled so far from where you've come from to where you're heading, it's still about a day's travel. That would be on Mouseback, not on... the whole terrain here is essentially wooden flooring. Massive, giant wooden flooring. All grooves, all warped, all holes, everything. It would be difficult terrain for you guys.
Let's think. How many...
I still like our flying everyone out idea.
But the thing is, it can't fly everyone out.
A
And I don't
large
want to
tail
abandon things nice.
swoops from above, curls around, narrowly missing where you guys are, but good, maybe 100 foot up from you. But in terms of comparison, it's not that far. And you see it just
Right.
curl around.
So,
And then
Animal Friendship
away.
has a range of 30 feet. Can I just, like, try and cast it on the cat?
I mean, the
No, 'cause
tail
then you'll
was
know
about
we're
100
there.
foot up. So
Never mind.
But is it... that's what I'm thinking. Is it, like, 100 foot... Is the range of Animal Friendship 30 feet off feet or 30 foot real feet?
I
Alfie.
would hope, given what happened to Goblana, would have answered that question.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna wait until, like, when you say the tail swoop down near us, I'm gonna, like, ready in action, essentially, to if it swoops down again within 30 feet.
Within range. Okay.
Yeah.
If you do that though, he will know that we're here. And it
Not
will be a
if he succeeds on the save, there's nothing that says that they know. Charm Friends specifically says they know if they succeed, but this one doesn't. So if they succeed, then it's just like it didn't work. So they shouldn't be notified of our presence. Shouldn't. TM asterisk apostrophe.
All I wanted was a tavern to go to. I wanted to sleep, but no.
Okay, fuck it. Lana, can you turn to a big bird and take me up there?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'm gonna turn into a giant eagle and we'll be before I do, I'll look at the mice and be like, we're not leaving, we'll be back. We've left this one with you and points at Summer.
What's your speed as a giant eagle?
Speed
Fast.
is fly is 80 foot.
God damn, that is fast as fuck. I was
So
just
the
joking.
The canopy above you is probably about 300 feet.
Okay, cool. If I like dash
Yeah,
as well,
yeah.
it would be. I'd get there like in 2 rounds.
In 12 seconds, yeah. Sweet.
Sure.
Yeah.
As you do, I'm guessing you're doing this.
Yeah, why
So,
not?
okay.
I
You're
hold on
grabbing
tight.
Jirak,
Yeah,
and
buddy.
you fly vertically up, correct?
Oh yeah.
As you do so, as you fly vertically up, you see this cat's head peer a good maybe 200 feet above where you are, look down and jump down towards you.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to time it so when they're within 30 feet, I cast Animal Friendship on them.
It grabs by the time you're at doing it, and by the time it gets there, you cast Animal Friendship. It's still got its paw. You're in between its claws. So Goplana's head essentially is between one claw, and your head is between another. As it comes
Perfect.
down, and it pins you onto the ground.
Oh, I'm changing back into a human.
Okay, it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
This is a shit tip.
Just pull up my stats for the cat again.
DC 15.
That's a 21.
God.
I'm
That's a
turning
nat
back
20.
into a human.
Okay, so if it's 21, then the spell would never work in the first place because it's clearly got an intelligence greater than 4.
I know I've used the mimic, but it is a 21.
Oh, right, okay. And then if it doesn't work, I'm going to... Well, that's the spell slot gone. If it's an at
Turn back
20...
into a human and go, we're friends. I've
Yeah.
got your mouse and I'm going to pull out, if I can, I'm going to jimmy my arm
You're
round
currently
and pull out the
restrained,
mouse.
so you
Shit.
can try.
You reckon? Yeah, I'll try it. Why not?
This cat is literally the biggest thing you've ever seen.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm shitting myself, but it'll be fine.
Bigger than like a building, a castle. It is huge.
Yeah, I'm still going to be like, friends, we're friends. Remember friends? Us? Me? Pets?
It kind of like sniffs its paw a little bit, licks like the inside of its like upper lip, like where its teeth are. It bows its head into where you are, and then sniffs.
I have a mouse you gave me. Do you want to see it?
And this is how you repay me.
We came up to talk to you, and you, next thing we know, you've batted us out of the air.
You're in league with these mice.
Why would I be in league with mice?
Have you always been a mouse?
I'm not a mouse.
Paw pushes down on you. You can feel like at the point where it's almost crushing your ribs.
How about you go through the door and you can join us? You'll be the same size as me then. That's what we did. We jumped through the door and we ended up this size. Please don't kill me.
Lana, I think it's a different door this time.
Shit.
I think if this cat goes through that door, it becomes this size, but like in the real world, and then we're all fucked.
Why should I trust you?
We have food.
I gave you gifts.
You did, and I treasured it. Look, and I'm gonna pull up. I can't pull out the mouse. I'm restrained. Oh.
I've got an entire bag of food you can have.
You're helping these mice.
No.
In what sense of the word are we ever going to stop you from killing those
Smell
mice?
them on you. How?
I can smell the fish on you. Does that mean you're friends with fish?
I thought we were friends.
We're great friends. Look, I've got a necklace made out to look like a cat because I love cats so much. I like sort of like jimmy my chin up to try and show off my necklace.
Where are they now?
Cats.
Where who?
The mice, and you feel even more pressure.
Can I cast
On the
animal
other
friendship
side.
again?
On
Another
the other side of the
saving throw,
tavern,
DC
by
50.
the bar.
Also, I just checked. A
Sorry.
cat has. Oh, sorry, 1 sec.
12 plus 4. It's 12 or something, isn't it?
No, a cat's intelligence is 3,
3.
-4.
Yeah, I thought it was plus 4. But yeah.
So, if they succeed,
Sorry? Hold on.
do they succeed?
You trying to cast it again?
Yeah.
It's currently a hostile.
But we haven't harmed it. It doesn't have to be non-hostile. It just has to be we haven't attacked it, which we have. So it can attack us all we want, but as long as we're not fighting back, it's fine. And I will keep trying.
First of all, it needs to answer whatever Lana said.
Oh, yeah, go
before
for
you cast it. So what did you say?
By the bar?
Looks by the bar. Like alleviates a little bit of pressure. You're casting animal friendship, is it?
Yep. Oh, sorry, it's +1, not -4. I was looking at the intelligence. It's
No,
+1.
Yeah, it's fine. You're not going to believe it. I'm going to have to take another screen
You
capture.
rolled another fucking nat 20.
Yeah, I did.
Oh my Christ.
Hold on. I'll put it in the chat.
We should have hallucinatory terrain. God damn it.
This cat is too powerful.
This is a clusterfuck.
It's too
Of our own
powerful.
creation.
This is bad.
This is a clusterfuck of our own creation. I
Oh
don't
dear. Oh god, I fuck.
We're gonna
Give them up
die
so
It's so
easily.
poetic that a cat kills me.
by a cat. Oh, God.
You give up so easily. These
Yep.
rodents.
Yep.
We certainly do. If you could let us go now, please.
What have I got to lose, really?
Your internal organs.
I have known
Shut
you.
up, Jack.
I have known you now in 2 worlds.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If we meet again, when it does, I expect payment.
If we meet again, it will be with my cat. She's gonna kick the shit out of you.
No. Payment of what?
Fish.
Whatever. But as long as it's adequate payment. And I'll let you go. But you'll forfeit the mice.
Oh.
Well, out of character, we have told the cat that the mice are in a place that they aren't, right?
That is true.
So we just have to fucking run really fast.
Hang on 1 second. I want to double check something. What does that do? Please tell me it does what I think it does.
It does do what you think it does.
A willing creature.
Okay.
What's that? Oh, for you
And it's not-
guys.
Yeah. we forfeit the mice by the bar, yeah?
Is that what you're saying it is?
Jirek is nodding fervently.
I need both of you to roll deception checks.
Could I just say I gave her the help action because I really don't have a great deception modifier?
I mean, you're both nodding, so you can both do it, and I will take the highest.
Oh, thank God.
Yes!
Oh, I literally can't roll that high. Oh, shit! Not 20, but 18.
Okay. I'll take you with me.
Oh.
You're my friend. Surely we can dispose of these rodents together. What are you doing
fuck.
here anyway? You was in
Fuck
the other
it.
place.
Can I shake my necklace? Like, try and, like, shake it a bit and be like, Kika, if you can come out, please come out.
Did that come through? We
What
were just
level is that?
passing through. 3. We're just passing through. Please, we don't need to go with you to the bar. You can do that. It's fine. We'll meet you back over here.
I've got one more first level spell slot.
Yeah,
I might-
perhaps. I mean, the hunt would be interesting for a short while.
What help are we going to be? We're nothing in your almighty eminence.
We're dead
But
weight.
you are
A dead
here,
weight.
Shut up.
which still doesn't answer why.
We went through a door and we ended up here. This place is weird.
We went through a door and then went through another door
You
I just wanted to
came through a door.
and then another door. And then in between those two doors, the door tried to kill me.
I mean, there's a door there.
Mm-hmm.
We're very small.
Like, I mean, it's right there. I can no. I mean, if you're saying the mice are where the mice are, I could deal with the mice. We could go together. We could take care of them, and I could take you through the door.
But why would we take care of the mice together? I've got no hunting skills to be known of.
We're friends. We're friends.
We
Everyone's
are
friends. Right? I
friends.
can.
But what will we do? We're tiny. We're like ants.
I mean, you
what,
are
What
tiny.
good is that? We're no good to you.
How did you get so small? And he kind of like alleviates his paw like a little bit, but is like still toying like with your heads with the other paw.
If anyone can tell right now, this would be brilliant. Thank
I
you.
just like get a massive lungful as I'm no longer being crushed by giant boar as much.
We're going to die by cat.
I mean,
This is it. We're going to die by a cat.
how are you,
You
so
know-
small? And he's still like toying with this idea. Is like,
Magic. I think it's magic, and I don't know magic, so please let me go.
I have a sneaking suspicion of something to do with the person in the painting.
He lifts, and as you're the one that's cast this, he lifts. You can feel the claws retract into its paws, and he lifts like one of his paws to allow you, Lana, like freedom of movement.
Okay, I'm scuttling back, but I'm still staying in its eye line.
And he's still got Durak under his weight.
I'm good.
And my friend needs to come with me.
I mean, you I like. I mean, I haven't spoken to this one. Perhaps I can hold on to him a little while longer. We get to
No,
know
no,
each
no, no.
other.
No.
No. I look towards Lana. I'm like, fine, it's fine. Do like the okay hand signal. Fine, it's
There
okay.
another like, weren't there more of you? And he kind of like looks around.
The mice killed them.
Go ahead and roll me another deception check.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Keep that luck going. Keep that luck. Fuck!
How can you roll a 0?
That's fun fact. That's not as bad as it gets, baby.
Um, so it kind of goes, it's like, well, in that case, perhaps I should take you. We can let Lana
No.
go. I mean, Lana's fine. We can just let her come, like, or leave her here. And me and you, we can take revenge out on the mice.
I
What are the
Look,
mice
Durex-
to you anyway? I mean, we could just deal with them right now.
Durex face does like that
They're
gif
at
of the woman trying to do the maths, like the numbers are floating around in the air. She
they're at
goes,
the bar, right?
"Yes," and I think that us killing them together is a great idea.
Only an idea, though. In practice,
So, let's say, hypothetically, we are to go over to the bar. How long of a journey do you think that would be?
Well, for me, it wouldn't take much time at all. Moments.
How much faster do you move than mice?
I'm superiorly fast in every way. I'm a great
How
feline
much faster?
specimen. Have you never heard of a kitty cat like me?
I've heard of one cat like you.
I mean, we can be there and back in a dash.
But I do specifically need to know how long a dash is.
I mean, time is so subjective. I mean, how long should it be?
The amount of time it takes for you to run to the bar, how far could a mouse run in that time?
Oh, only not even half, I would say. Plus, they can't jump like I can.
So, if you were to go back and forth, the mouse would. How far would they be able to get in that time?
Do I look like a mathematician?
Well, you are just so magnificently intelligent, I
Well,
assume.
that is right. And he kind of rolls onto his back a little bit, but still
And you have
rolls
such
onto you.
such perfect and universal knowledge of your prey. Why, I wager you could chase them with your eyes closed. You'd be able to predict their movements so well.
Ah, your flattery.
I know what the ladies like. Cats, not ladies. Cats.
Indeed. You do know that I am not a lady kitty cat, right?
I know, that's why I corrected myself. I was quoting someone. Not to worry.
I think we should take a little trip.
I think that's a great idea. Lana? Shh, it won't be long. Like a very, very forced smile. This is like all tusks.
Kind of like pins you like into its into its teeth a little bit and carries you like by its mouth.
Yeah.
Just hang in there.
Okay. Okay, right, go, run.
How am I getting off this table?
No, you're on the floor now. Remember the cat pounced and landed on us.
Oh yeah, right. I'm grabbing a mouse and jumping on his back
It
and
hasn't left
casting
yet.
freedom of movement.
So you do.
Okay, oh, wait, okay,
Oh, never
right.
mind then.
When that happens. Right, sure, we'll be off.
Cool.
Right. Okay, well, hold tight.
I think you're the one who needs to be doing the holding.
He kind of bounds up onto a chair and onto a table and maneuvers over, and he is way faster than these mice have been. like way faster.
Just get to the next place of cover. All you have to do is get to the next place of cover. Go.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm jumping on the back of a mouse, casting freedom of movement at level 5 and running.
Okay. I mean, the mice kind of don't need it, but that's fine.
Oh, I won't cast it then. I just want to run.
Octavius and Summer.
I guess I'm jumping on a mouse. Yeah.
Okay.
Was a mess. Jesus.
Well, why did we side with the mice instead of a cat that can get there and jump?
Well, I didn't know.
Durac says from 5 miles away.
And at this point, we were Fey mice. The fuck. This is not great.
So
All you have to
you
do
all, like,
was say,
remember
the
a while
mice are
ago-
there, our friends are there, don't kill the friends, and then let's all go.
Do you remember a while ago when I was in the middle of a podium and about to fall into horrible, horrible goo shit? And Lana had a moment where she was saying that she'd never do anything wrong again. I feel like this is the Art Cart's way of getting back at me.
While we're over there, I've got one left. I'm just going to try and cast Animal Friendship again.
Sure.
Why not? Another Wisdom save, please.
Oh, that was a 6.
Fucking thank God.
So what does that mean for him?
So, I convince the beast I mean it no harm. I see it within range. Obviously, I'm within range in its mouth. It must be able to see and hear you. It can. 4 or higher, it isn't. We'll say they were charmed for the spell's duration until we harm it. And the charmed condition means it treats me as a close friend and ally, I believe. Charmed creature cannot attack the charmer or target the charm with harmful abilities or magical effects.
Okay.
And I have advantage on that ability check to interact socially with the creature.
Sure.
Um,
So, as you're bound in its jaws at the minute, heading towards the destination, it gets close to the bar where you kind of already told him it was, so to speak.
mhm.
And he kind of goes like, "Oh, how rude of me! Let me get some more comfort." He kind of puts you down a little bit, and then he twists his head so you can kind of grab the scruff of the.
Yeah, I
back
like
of
grab
his
one
head.
ear and like hoik my leg over.
Yeah, and he kind of then carries on. He's like, "So, where are these mice?"
Well, last we saw them, they were near where the beer comes out. They climbed up the way towards where the peanuts were. You know, the bar peanuts. I'm sure you've seen the grubby humans sticking their hands in them whenever they fancy.
I mean, there is no food here.
Well, where the peanuts were kept, you know, the first time we met you.
And kind of
It's probably an empty tin
looks
nowadays.
up and then just like bounds on top of the bar and like strolls across.
I should be around here somewhere.
Oh, this is so boring. Like, all I needed is mice. Kill the mice. Go home. I mean,
I know it's like you have a job to do. Why are they making it so difficult?
I could be doing so many other things.
Exactly. Like I've been trying to get into tattoo work, and honestly, I just have no time to do it. Just no time because there's always things like this are happening.
I mean, I could be
They make-
sleeping over there.
Or over there.
Cleaning over there. So the opportunities just mice is so trivial. I mean, it's like dead.
Exactly. You almost wish that there was something more exciting to hunt, like a bird.
Maybe there were other friends of yours, wasn't there?
There were.
I mean, you say there were, like, they were friends, or there were more.
Well, I told you they were killed by the mice. Or I assume they were anyway. They latched themselves on, and away the mice went. So I think they were promptly murdered and destroyed immediately.
Now we're such fond friends.
Hmm.
Maybe I can show you how I play with my food. Let's find your friends' bodies, and I can show you.
Of course, yes. We were killed. We were killed. The last I saw of them was over towards the mouse hole, and I point in like somewhere over there, and I point away from the door.
I've come from there. I didn't see them.
Might we give it a second scan over? Just for old time's sake. I mean, you're the fastest animal in all the land. There's no way that anything would be able to happen without you being able to catch up to it.
I suppose we could try. But if they're not there, I'm going to be so cross.
Trust me, you're not going to be more cross than me.
And he kind of bounds again that way.
We don't find their bodies, I hope.
For the rest of you, you about a quarter of the way to your destination. Which, in that time, Jurek has searched the bar. They've made it to the hold. I don't see them.
This is typical, isn't it? I remember you telling us how every time you showed up to this hole, a mouse would show up and you'd be able to kill it immediately. Is that not a thing anymore? Has that stopped?
I don't know. This place is a little different to the others.
How did you get here then?
I'm just here.
Oh, it's a shared consciousness, Delio. No, I understand. Now, I'm curious.
Yes.
Do you know how much this place has in common with various other versions of this place? Are you at all familiar?
The only common thing amongst anything here is the tavern itself.
Well, I only say because the first one I went to, well, the upstairs was rather boring, but the second one I went to, the upstairs was one of the most exciting things I've ever had in my entire life.
Really?
Now, I know we were discussing wanting to find something that's a bit more exciting to hunt.
Moving furniture doesn't bother me, if that's what you're referring to.
It was a door that came to life, however, you should have seen the teeth on it. And I, motioned to this huge fuck up, shark bite mark on one of my shoulders.
You got to be handsy, I'm guessing.
Toothy, more like. It was all tongue, It's not how it works. It's not good.
Anyway, where was you heading?
Where was I? Well, we were just wandering around and all. So we were trying to escape, looking for a window, perhaps.
Windows won't get you far. The door would, perhaps. I can take you there.
Well, if you were to take me to the door, I'm afraid that I would have to quite promptly leave your vicinity, as that it would be my final destination. And I'd hate to see this day go to waste so fast.
As I said to your friend, I've known you all now in two worlds. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Oh, of course. And when we do meet, I've got that present for you.
Payment, yes. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Well, that settles it. I should take you back to Kaplana.
Whoops.
Tell you what, why don't you drop me off at the front door, and I'll just wait for her there. This is very...
Wait together. I'd be looking really forward to seeing Goplana again. I've grown rather fond of her.
She is great, isn't she?
As she gives the best belly rubs. Usually I'm not fond of them, but she's got a way.
I'm going to be splattered by a cat.
It's because she can turn into a cat, She understands the biology of it all.
Beg your pardon?
She can turn into a cat.
Now,
Almost.
there's a turnout for the books.
Almost at will. And my cat can turn into a necklace.
I mean, do you think she'd find me attractive? And he kind of like grooms behind his ear.
Well, it depends. She's a bit of a pacifist, you see. So she's not one to like someone who's got any blood on their hands, metaphorically or literally.
Now, we've all got a little blood on our hands.
That's the thing, but she doesn't like to see it. She gets a bit queasy, you know.
Oh, I can
The
clean
blood.
that up, I'm sure.
Oh
Us
dear.
cats are rather good at keeping clean.
I don't like that implication. Well, the thing is, I'll be honest. Man to man, let me level with. I've been trying on with Lana for quite a while, okay, and I have developed quite a taste for blood, and I can't help but notice that it has only caused rifts in my relationship with just about everyone I've met. Lana seems quite adamant in me changing my entire life because of all the blood that I drink. I think it's fine, personally. But just a word from a friend. If you want to get to know good books, I'd avoid, killing and eating anything. At least while she's watching.
Well, I mean, if you're interested in her, I'm...
Oh, no. Sorry. Let me be clear. I was, but she has been shutting me down, so you are free to go.
You shouldn't put yourself down so...
No, don't worry. Once I started on the whole blood thing, all of my other desires have pretty much fallen out the window. I'm mostly obsessed with drinking blood now. You understand why it can come off quite as unattractive is when I'm, when you hear me get all vocal about it.
Fine. Well, perhaps she should make her own choice. You never know. Some people have tendencies to change.
Oh, of course. Why not put yourself on display for her and then, show her the kind of kitty cat you can be?
Kind of starts licking these low groin areas to keep clean. Like
oh,
cats do.
God.
It's impulsive. I can't help it.
No, I look away politely, say, I'll give you a moment.
Well, no, I can't recall where we left before. The door, that was right. We should head towards the door.
Yes, of course. Well, let's head over there and we can preen ourselves for her arrival. May the best man win, eh?
Allegedly paced stroll towards the door.
Say again?
We could take a leisurely pace towards the door.
Well,
Not too fast.
I've never seen the world from this angle, and I would like to take the scenic route.
I fear that time is a practicality that we cannot afford.
Well, the speed at which you're comfortable.
Of course. And begins to head that way. By this point, you guys are about halfway to your mark.
Oh, fuck, that's not far enough. That's not too far enough.
Are you surprised? It said it was going to take us a day.
I know. I thought
you cannot flirt with a cat for a day.
I'm flirting by proxy. I'm vicariously flirting with Lana, I guess. I'm not entirely sure how this works.
So
I need a therapist. Lana needs a therapist.
Wait, Lana, do you have access to my sheet?
Yeah.
Do you see what I've put in the flaws section? It's been there for quite some time.
I think, is that, you've got money for a therapist in there?
No, I've got, in my inventory, I've got 6 God Therapy Fund. In my flaws, it says, I'll throw myself into a fight in response to the slightest provocation, which is just a bog standard one. And then I added, doesn't like spiders and definitely needs therapy. It's been there for many months.
So, by the time you guys on the mice get to about 3/4 of the way there, which is now probably about 16. You've been traveling for about 16 hours. In terms of what you perceive time to be in this space. So and suddenly you can hear a thump, 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 and you see behind you some distance, but not distance enough. There is an extremely large black cat heading.
Jirax on the back of it waving.
Probably just make out like a speck of.
And it's just like moving left to right very, very slightly as he waves.
So
As soon as, oh dear, God, this was a fucking.
I'm gonna lean down to the cat and say, "Why not have a bit of fun? Let's corral them, shall we? You're so much faster. No fun to just take them out like this."
Sorry, you referring to someone? Oh, I see, Chirac. You're such a clever rascal. I didn't even spot them.
You ass.
Yes.
Thrill of the hunt. Let's
I like the proud.
make them work for it.
Perhaps I should maneuver them and fear them into one direction and jump over to the other and fear them into the other direction.
Exactly. Yes. Might I be spotter?
Well, what better place to spot from but where you are? Let's go.
Another set of eyes, eh?
And he rushes over and gets extremely close to where they are. And as you kind of, Lana, as you look back to see where Onyx is, he's gone from sight.
Oh no.
And then you see a black shadow blur across.
Oh dear.
And again, and now it's at this point the mice have paused. And they're now like scurrying and like scratching back, like almost reversing on their feet. And the cat Onyx jumps right by and then like almost arms wide around them, trying to get as much angle, and they freak. They buckle backwards. I need everyone that's on a mouse to make a dexterity saving throw. I take it someone's probably fallen asleep once and for all now.
I mean, it is very late.
Yeah, I'll be closing it off in just a moment.
Oh, it is as well. Jesus, didn't even see the time.
No, I
Just
didn't record the
kept
time.
away.
I thought it
Time
was like
flies when
10
you're
to 11,
flirting with
not
a big
10 to
cat.
12. So it's my bad. So Lana, you get thrown from the mouse. Octavius, you manage to just hold on. And out of nowhere, like Onyx pauses, looks at you, all, like curiously. Lana is like, but.
This isn't a rat. This is a bat. Look at his wings.
You can make me a deception check with advantage because it does have wings and it still fails. Ow.
With my last spell of the day, can I cast?
Charisma?
Can I cast? Oh no, that you're using my sheet.
Oh shit!
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
so
you've
sorry.
got -2. You have not got -2. You can roll again.
I was gonna say I'm the only one who's allowed to be horribly uncharismatic. Oh wow, that's even. Using my last spell slot of the day, can I try and reduce the cat? I think it's Constitution save.
I mean, it's still going to be fucking huge.
In comparison to the mouse, how big would it become?
fucking
Fucking
huge.
huge.
It's still fucking huge. Okay, yeah.
This thing is bigger than a castle.
Yeah, I know, but I'm thinking like proportionally, if it's reduced by, it's halved in every dimension. It's still like it's big, but it's not big.
It's still fucking huge.
Still fucking huge. Yeah, don't worry then. I won't. I like gauge. I like to do that thing
This
that artists do.
essentially
Like,
is
they put their thumb up scale, and it.
This cat is essentially God mode cat.
And it's my best friend for 24 hours. Jurek imagines the catastrophic amount of damage he could do if he had a cat this big in the prime material plane.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you would probably be looked upon as a god.
Everything, you know, like in a movie when like a bomb goes off and everything just goes like really faded out and like sounds like it's underwater, and it just zooms in on Jurek's face and you hear like Jurek. In the background it's like yes.
Okay. So Onyx is now really confused. Like, but you said they were by the bar.
It seems they slipped away from us, those wily little things.
Yes.
Onward! Try just to move the conversation on very quickly.
It seems that we've been betrayed.
Oh,
Does.
fuck.
Which one of them do you think it was? Could it be that my companions weren't even slain?
Das hart thou, and like it just the paw comes straight down, and slams right next to where you are, Goplana.
She's going to squeak and drop and roll off of the mouse.
I mean, you're already off the mouse. You've been thrown off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a crack in the floor anywhere close to me?
Nope.
Shit.
You are.
Okay.
You are by this point. You are like
Fuck.
the door. The door is like just in like the distance from where you are. It would still take maybe an hour or two to get there, but you're like that close.
How much swatting damage do you think this cat's gonna have? Oh dear.
Fuckloads. It'd be insta death.
This cat is gonna kill me. Oh no. Fuck.
You said they were by the bar.
That's
Me and
why I
Jirak
last saw
have
them.
spent all day looking for them. Isn't
Not
that right?
all
Jirak?
All day, Lana.
That's right.
Jirak.
And to
Sorry,
think-
I'm getting too into it.
That we had a connection.
We do. Can you not feel this connection between us? I'm stood here looking lying here like he's
And
got
to
eyes.
top it off, you didn't even tell me you could turn into a cat.
Oh yeah, Lana, by the way, I'm so sorry.
I can turn into a cat. I can. I will be a very small cat in this plane though. So the only way I can be a cat of your size and standing in grandeur would be if I make my way through that door over there, and I'm going to point at the door.
Oh, I feel it's tainted now. It
Ah,
kind of
that's a
almost
shame.
looks away. It's like,
Ah, what a shame. We had such a good connection, you and I.
Mm.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I thought we were
Oh, right.
friends. I thought we could be more than friends.
I pictured you together so clearly in my mind's eye. After all, our relationship was doomed to fail, wasn't it, Lana? And I wink with both eyes.
Jirak, you remember I said about playing with my food?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
I mean, I could show you right now.
Oh, no. That sounds like a terrible idea. I don't need to... No.
I would request that Lana doesn't die.
But she's
I've learnt
betrayed
my
me.
lesson.
She went back
I've
on her
learnt my
word,
lesson.
and she lied,
I'm sorry.
and she's cahooting with these rodents.
Unless she was the one who corralled them into this place to begin with. After all, she knew that I was headed to the door, and that we would be headed to the door,
Oh, definitely. I brought them all together.
into the place that she knew we would be.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Are you telling
And I
me
even gave
that
you
are-
handlebars with the wings.
You've planned this all along?
Who's to say?
I'm gonna jazz hands. You know when we said we had a thing going on between us, and like we were gonna give you something, a surprise.
Surprise! I also do jazz hands.
I didn't expect it to be this.
We're just that great.
Well, that's what the temps are known for. Temporary solutions to problems you didn't know you had.
Exactly.
That's our motto.
So do I end their miserable lives now, or
The rats. Oof. I think you
What,
should play
what
with them
is a
for bit.
fleeting moment of joy to an eternity of ecstasy? Why not hunt
Yeah.
them for the rest of time? Always coming just that close, and I'd like motion with my hand like a tiny distance.
What do I owe you for this gift?
You could take us to that door.
A lift to the door would not be amiss.
Me, him, that one over there, and the one with the horns. Yeah. The one
Specky and
cowering,
orange.
The one with the horns that's asleep. Yeah.
Four eyes orange, me and Lana. 2 thumbs up.
Fuck you.
I like this idea. I still expect
like this
if we are to meet again that there is some level of payment.
Oh,
Something not as enriching as I would have first expected, of course. I am a cat after all.
I understand that life does. How about this? You hunt these mice for food, correct?
It's merely entertainment, mostly.
But they do provide your food.
Yes.
Why not hunt them merely for sport, without killing them, and we'll provide all food that you should ever need. If they don't die, then you can just keep chasing.
You can roll me a persuasion with advantage.
Come on, with advantage. Fuck! Nice. But also fuck.
69.
Nice.
I don't know. See, I can often find food whenever I need it. Why would I titter about and not kill something?
What food is that, friend?
Anything. I could eat the stew that you were dribbling over earlier if I really.
A stew for a cat. Do they serve seafood here?
No.
Sardines. I am wet food.
Fine. You have a way with words, Jirak.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. We keep doing that for 2 hours. Thank you.
I will take you to the door.
It was greatly appreciated.
As for these, I will give you the rest of the day before I start hunting you.
It's like hide and seek. You count to 10.
Sorry, boys. Nice knowing you. We weren't Fae. Have fun. Bye. Hope you enjoy your wings. See ya.
They scurry off, and you kind of like hear like them just squeaking, like almost like an argumentative squeak. And
Shall we away to the door then?
Onyx like lowers his tail for you all.
Let's slide down it like Fred Flintstone. How close are we to the door?
If you're getting off, you're not that close. If you're getting on, then he will.
Oh well, I thought the tail was for us to like slide off to the doorway.
No, only you was on the Onyx at that point.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
But he will wait for everyone to climb on, take you to the doorway. and it's almost like a slightly raised like lip that it kind of like arches his back on, so you can get up onto it and climb. And there's like a big black like gap underneath the door.
Well, had such an excellent time. I'm sure we'll be seeing you very soon, Onyx.
I would expect so.
Right then, friends, shall we?
Climb under the crack of the door.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay.
Yep.
So as you climb under the gap of the door, you clamber under under the doorway and come into the new room as the light begins to fill, and you see, undescribed at this point, a series of 3 adventurers start looking at you and all begin to cheer and yay, woo, yay. And it is a tavern like the other taverns have been. There are only these 3 individual adventurers in the room awaiting your arrival. As you look back onto the door, there is a piled up any of the loose furniture, like chairs, tables, anything. It's all piled up against the door. And that is where we will end today's session.
And before we do that, the first thing I want to do is turn around and punch Jirak in the eye.
I first of all, would like to apologize for the horrible, horrible things that I had to say. Almost all of it was lies. And I think I'm going to scrub my brain out with a wire brush.
Well, I hope that was. I know it went on a little bit longer. I
Oh
don't know
my
why
God, I
thought
haven't
it was,
breathed in like
turns
2
to
hours.
11, not like 10 to 12. But I hope that was enjoyable because that was so much fun.
A train wreck. That was a train wreck.
I was expecting you to all I was expecting Lana to do the deal with the cat there and then. Like, yeah, they're there. Look, they're like the mice are right there.
I don't know why she didn't. Because yeah.
Okay, no. Post the picture that you drew of the mouse with wings. Put it in Discord. That's why I didn't want the mice to die. It's so cute.
And
he's adorable. Look at him. He's a mouse with wings. He's got a smile and everything.
I mean, that is impressive. And
This was my notes for
cute.
today. This is a fucking train wreck.
I have been pacing for about 2 hours. Like, my parents knocked on my door and told me to stop pacing because I was pacing too aggressively because I was so stressed. Never do that again, Nick. Jesus Christ.
Oh, no. You can't blame Nick. I completely blame the 2 of you. Going, oh, I know what we'll do. We'll go with the rats where it takes a day. Instead of the godlike cat.
The problem with the cat, I was like, I'll just hallucinatory terrain it. We'll just be able to just sneak our way through. And Jarek's like, no, we will make friends. And then it fell apart considerably.
I mean, if that cat
I would like
hadn't
to
even
admit
attempted to kill any of you, it would have been like 1 hit. That was it, and it would have been auto hit and auto death. It would have just like the even describing how big the cat was wouldn't have given it justice of how big the cat was.
I'm confused as to how big the room. Like, it fucked with me. I think it's like there must have been, obviously it's an alternate kind of dimension, so it kind of makes sense this sense. But like the mice must be also so fucking tiny. Like, they must be a lot smaller than regular mice.
Yeah. They would have just been like little. I mean, the only thing nearby is like the field outside, so they would have been like small field mice.
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, I know how fast mice can move. It doesn't take 2 days to go across a room.
No.
So, and I was thinking, oh, there's probably some kind of weird magic bullshit, and like that's why the cat can.
There's that in terms of like how vast the terrain is in this weird illusory state. But it's
And also
also,
they're mice, so they're probably going to fucking like
Just
just go in a
hit right
circle
here,
for
there,
6
and
hours.
everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
And trying to avoid Onyx is a big part of that as well.
Mm.
So yeah.
MVP, definitely Octavius for being the only one that kept a level head throughout that whole thing.
Literally for the last hour, I've been sitting here. I would say head and hands, but it's not. I've been leant back in my chair, eyes closed, just going, "What the fuck?" Ugh.
Personally, I think the one who has to now go to therapy in real life, Nick, for having me flirt with him as a cat, should be MVP.
I mean, it goes from weird. Well, it goes from idiotic to weird to extremely strange.
I can't
of-
wait till the session where somehow me and Lana go to couples counseling and Nick has to like learn how to be a therapist for the evening or some shit.
when
Like-
when
God.
when we finish this part, like this little bit that you guys are in right now, I will forward on the episodes of where I've taken it from, and you can hear how it's meant to go. And trust me, it's not that far different in fairness.
It's Akink, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember I like started watching an episode once and I was like, didn't vibe with it. But I recognized the like once I realized when we did the like showed up in the mini zone thing.
Yeah.
Like when we were showing the kids, I was like, I recognize this from somewhere, but that's like where I stopped the video. So I had no fucking.
Because past this point I haven't prepped yet for. I was watching it earlier to try and get the rest of the notes up to speed. I didn't quite get there.
Mm.
Dear. Well, that was fun for me.
Eventful.
Thank you, guys.
that was painful.
That was no.